All right, here we go. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. It took me a while to get this thing configured. For whatever reason, my streaming software was acting up, so I had to restart my computer. But looks like we are good to go now. Let me go ahead and pull up my Hangouts. Cowboy says, I went into my email, and it says, you emailed me before from the last time I joined the stream. Okay, so I'm going to just email you again. I had to restart my computer, so if you guys can actually retype the emails. I want to first send Capabrix an invite because he was asking first. Let me see. Let's see if we can figure this out. Oh my god, what's going on, guys? Want to buy 1,000,000 501st battle packs. I don't know what mock to put them in. Any suggestions? If you're going to buy 1,000,000 of them, go ahead and do a Jedi Temple mock. Oh my god, the chat's moving so fast. How's everyone doing today? Zandy says he got an invite. So I can actually just go ahead and call Zandy. So for whatever reason, if I'm trying to start a call with someone I've never called before, it won't let me just do it, but I think I should be able to call Zandy. Maybe that'll work. Because I have talked to him before. What? Why don't I need to send an invite? New group. Let's try. Boy, I'll call Zandy. Promise, I'll get this right the first time at some point. Alright, here we go. I think this should work. Zandy, I'm calling you right now. The chat's moving so fast I can barely copy and paste the emails. Oh my god. Alright. Capabrix, I'm going to add you right now. Hey, what's going on, boyo?
Nothing much.
Getting ready for WrestleMania. Is WrestleMania happening right now?
Yeah, the free show's happening right now.
Oh boy, I'm going head to head with WrestleMania. It's the Saturday Night Wars.
Is it another? Oh yeah, you against them. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. All right, Kappa Bricks. I just sent you an invite. I know Lord of Bricks also. Let me go ahead and get you in here. I want to get all these people added first so I can just build and you guys can entertain the chat.
I thought you were going looking at Starkiller base today.
I thought I was, and then I realized I'd like to get more progress done on the Star Destroyer. So I've just been building a lot lately. I've been working on what's kind of a secret project. It'll be unveiled sometime next week, but that's what I've been working on. Brickface says, can we have a WrestleMania watch party? As much as fun as that would be, I don't know, maybe once I'm done streaming.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
What's up? How about me? Can we hear me?
Yes, we can. Oh, that worked out perfectly. Look at that. It's usually like, try to add someone, I didn't get it, try to add them again, didn't get it, try to add them, did it again, and then eventually they might be able to join the call, but looks like we're all here. How is everyone doing today?
Fantastic.
Pretty well.
Glad to hear that. I'll go ahead and add Lightning Cuber. Secret project, any hints? Only hint I'll say is it's not something I personally designed, but it is something that someone else designed that I'm building, and it is a very large project. So I want to do a review on it next week. All right, I just added Lightning Cuber, and that's gonna be it for now. We can talk with the current guests we have, because I'd actually like to start building. Hopefully I can find my plaque this time around. Still never found it.
You still never found that plaque.
I don't have it yet.
Still never found the plaque. I know, it's tragic.
Still
So if you're in the call and you're watching the video as well, just go ahead and mute the video so we don't hear it. There you go. Yeah. I mean, I've looked through this before. This is just a nice looking instruction book. Do any of you guys have this set in the chat? Say that again. You all answer at the same time. Oh, okay.
I wish I had. I got the money.
What's the biggest set you guys have?
I think the pet shop.
Okay, that's a good set. I'm down with that.
The biggest that I think I have is just probably a Millennium Falcon, the newest one. And
Oh.
then the rarest that I have is I have the Santa Fe train from.
What?
To be in order to be part of this?
Say that again?
How old do I have to be in order to be part of this?
There's no age requirement.
Are you
No-
sure? Because I'm like almost 14 and I feel like I sound like an 8-year-old because I haven't gone through puberty.
It's okay.
That's not right. It's okay.
Yeah, we're not here. We're not here to judge.
Alright, thank you, man.
No, you're good. All right, so we have a bunch of new people on right now. So Kappa and Zandy, I'm gonna ask you guys. Or I'm gonna go ahead and like really talk to the other two in the chat right now, just so they can, I don't know, introduce themselves. So we got Lord of Bricks first. I know we've been talking on Instagram for a bit. So how are you doing today?
By the way, the flower pot guy is lighting people. I never bothered to change the name. And the God.
The what?
The profile picture.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's fine.
My dad did it for me when I was like 10, and I just never changed it. I guess I don't feel like doing that.
It's very classy. I mean, I don't mind it.
Yeah, thank you.
But Lord of Bricks, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, guys. A long day already. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, for me, this build I've been working on. Like, I'm building. I guess it's another hit. I'm building wings, and it's just taking forever. Like, I'm still on like the first one, and it's been going on forever. So
How many boxes are there to that?
there are 4 boxes that are this size. So I'm still on this first box.
And there's probably what, like 6 bags per box?
There are more than
I'm pretty sure
6.
it's like 10.
There's, I guess, the bag numbers end at, I think, 6, but there's like 5 or 6 of each one, if that makes sense. So right now I'm on bag number
Makes
2.
sense, yeah.
I'm on the
So
group
quite a bit.
of bag 2s. Gaby Lopez says,
Quite a few.
"How many 501st battle packs do you think you'll get?" I think that number right now is incalculable. I want to get a lot. I'll see how many I'm able to get before I'm like, okay, this is too
So
much.
I actually did the math. If you want 501 troopers, you need around 30 or over battle packs. It's never gonna round it to 501. You're gonna need 30.
That makes sense, yeah. 30 battle packs times $30 each, at least $900.
Wait, no, that's not right. What the heck am I doing?
Well, yeah, because 30 times there's 4 in each one, so 30 times 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5 times that. So you'd need, or 4 times that. Yeah, 5 times that.
See, look, I've never been this smart in math, but you need around 125.
It's a lot of battle packs.
Yeah.
What's
Honestly, I
Quite
would
a few.
challenge anybody big enough to do that. Maybe MNR, I don't know. I'm pretty sure MNR would do that.
collect a total of 500 troops? I know. Even I bought a ton of first order
So I
battle
got a nice
packs.
haul today.
What'd you get?
So, about $200.
Okay.
About a few bins filled. I've seen a few Star Wars sets in there. Actually, I remember you talking about the old Clone Wars battle pack. That's got the original Clone Wars troopers in it.
Oh yeah, the one that everyone loves.
On a previous video you were talking about. But you hate the fact of the details that are on one of the captain troopers. Like the black plastic pieces.
Oh yeah, the gear. I was even as a kid. I was just never really a fan of that. I don't know. Just never a fan of the gear.
It's too tacky.
Yeah, it looks. It just looks so out of
It's a nice
place.
playability feature, and you gotta think about from Lego's perspective. Like they would love playability, I guess.
I mean, it's a cool concept. It just always looked unfinished. Like it was all just the solid dark gray color. Like it just always looked so out of place to me. I don't know. What's up? We got Brick Vibe in the chat. How are you doing?
Give them a little bit of slack because it was 2009.
I mean, that's fine.
It wasn't 2009.
It was earlier than that, but
Yeah, no, my brain is not functioning today. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. I don't know. I was never a fan. Trevor04 says, "Don't diss the clone accessories." He says, "Amazing parts. If you don't want them, I'll take them." I usually throw them away. I'm gonna be completely honest. I usually throw them away.
You throw them away?
Yeah.
You throw them away? What the?
I just had to, like, as a kid. I mean, they don't come in sets anymore. But when I got them, like,
I used them in my Geonosis mock, the parts that I got from the battle pack.
I don't know. I had no use for them as a kid. I was just like, I mean, I don't care about the use.
I mean, I understand stud shooters, but the clone accessories, like, come on.
They don't look good.
Okay, I always liked them. Okay, it's maybe nostalgia, but I always liked them because, like, they spruce up the clones a little bit. I don't like them because, like, they limited mobility of, like, the legs and all that, but I always thought they were nice, like, aesthetically.
The Kama especially was awful. Like, the cloth ones are so much better. And they're all just that, like I said, they're all that solid gray color. They look like prototype pieces that Lego never bothered finishing up on. So they were just like, just throw them in all the sets so people can use them.
I do agree that the cloth pieces are better because,
I'm
like,
not gonna be one of those immature. Oh, wait, never mind.
Got Brick Vibe in the chat. KingFab87. He says, "Just built myself Vader's lightsaber with chrome pieces." Nice. But I was gonna ask, so Lord of Bricks, what Star Wars sets were in it? You said the original clone battle pack.
Also, am I the only one who likes to collect chrome lightsaber pieces?
I mean, they're kind of difficult to come by at this point, but I have an appreciation for them.
That is true, but I just like having a collection of just chrome lightsaber pieces, just like in my room.
Oh, I totally agree. They're cool pieces to have.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know why Lego stopped it, because maybe it's the price. Maybe price has to do with something, but I don't know why they stopped it. It was a really nice piece.
Lego's just weird with chrome nowadays. Like, I mean, they'll tell you, like, they're concerned with the quality because the chrome scratches off of the surface relatively easily. But, I mean, they make chrome keychains. Alright, hold on. Let me go ahead and put this screen on the stream screen so you guys can be seen by the crowd. Give me one sec.
Okay.
Except for
Where do you get all this stuff?
I just bought it off of a lady about an hour away from my house. She was selling them, and her little boy gave it up. He's like, "I don't want it anymore," so she sold me everything here. I got quite a bit. I got this droid shuttle that I love. I already have one of these.
I actually really like that set. I don't have one, but I like it.
There's something special for you, Jay.
Thank you.
I don't got the other one, though. He doesn't got his belt part. I got the
second Tri-Fighter.
That might be fun.
Yeah, I have that version of the Tri-Fighter. It's great set.
It's a Tri-Fighter.
What's up, Owen Tomlinson? Hey, the Hyena Bomber. Whoever you got these from was clearly a Clone Wars fan.
Well, I mean, it must have been. But it's like I got all these other ones, like Ninja Go and
Prince of
City
Persia, of all things.
But actually, so it came with 2 of these booklets, right?
Yeah.
So there's got to be a whole nother set in here, but it's not. I can't find any of them.
Oh, that's annoying. Are all the figures at least mostly accounted for?
No.
Oh.
At least there was one bag that had all the figures, but I haven't gone through any of these other bags yet. So,
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff you gotta go through.
I mean, I'm excited to go through it all. I mean, I can definitely use these light gray pieces here.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I'm excited. Be a lot of fun.
Apparently, King Fab messaged me a picture. Holy crap, that's incredible. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is happening right now?
So Jay, she said that they were going through the Legos to color cord them to figure out if they can actually complete the sets. So.
Oh, okay.
I think it was a good
gotcha.
haul. I was kind of hoping I'd get for. So I'm sure I'll find.
All right, Lord of Bricks, your like microphone is like freaking out right now. Like we can't hear you; it's just all static. Oh my god.
Is there an option to like, I don't know, like, just in case if they can't hear us, mute them if they can't do anything about it?
Yeah, it looks like he's at least trying to work on that.
Yeah, it's an old gaming headset. I'll see what I can do with it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, King Fat just messaged me a picture. This thing looks insane. I would show you guys, but I'm pretty far from the camera, so I don't know how well you can see it. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
I think we should like focus on the build now.
So Jay, what are your plans with the mocks to make with the 501st troops be more obtainable?
That's a great question. Obviously, the Jedi Temple comes to mind. Hey, shout out to Xavier Sorrent for the $4.99 dono. Says, and I will not be the last Jedi. Nah, man, there's so many other ones hanging out.
I didn't know that. I just wanted to donate like $10 or something.
The photo was of a custom Darth Vader lightsaber with like chrome pieces. It's pretty incredible. Like it barely looks like Lego. Yeah, I think if I announce I'm doing a Jedi Temple, maybe I'll put some pressure on Chris to actually finish his.
He'll never finish it.
I hope Chris is still around.
These are dark times. I always wanted to do so he's made like 5 or 6 comebacks at this point, but I really did want to make like a meme of or maybe even a mock. If I ever do an Octo mock, I would totally do this, and there would be like the entire mock community basically standing there with like a dark gray 2x6 brick, handing it to Chris on a cliff while he's like turned around with a hood up. Like, can you build again, please?
That's kind of true.
So yeah, Chris, if this ever gets to you, bro, we need you. These are dark times.
I mean, like a UCS Mandalorian and Baby Yoda would be cool, but probably won't happen for being realistic.
But what do you mean like the ship, or just like a big build of the two characters?
Get a UCS Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. I don't know what they're talking about, but I'm talking about maybe like figure wise. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Chester Crab says, Jay, you should do it like Operation Nightfall so you can include the rocket troopers. All right, I'm gonna need my Clone Wars experts to tell me what the heck Operation Nightfall is.
I have no clue.
I should know this.
I've heard of it, but I forgot what it was. I think it's from the old 2005 Battlefront game. I think that's what the Order 66 mission is called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is
I just started playing that campaign yesterday again. I was really bored. Loaded it up.
this is why I like having my Clone Wars friends around.
Honestly, for anyone who plays Battlefront, what is your opinion on the Inferno Squad campaign?
Like the campaign?
No, it's like just the Inferno Squad in general. Do you think it was cool? Do you think it was needed?
Oh yeah, I mean I obviously liked Inferno Squad. It was a cool short story, I guess. Anyone else
I thought it was
have any?
nicely done.
Yeah, I agree. I had fun with it.
The thing that would make me mad was like when 24 Inferno Squad troopers in the battle pack instead of 3. Yeah, actually, I don't know.
What was in the Inferno Squad? It was 3 Inferno Troopers and no, it was 4 because it was Iden Versio was the normal one.
Yeah, and there were only supposed to be 3 troopers.
Technically, there was 5. One of them dies before the game, I think. Am I? Yeah, I think there was 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
No, 4. There was 4. Because there's 3 in the game, and then there's one more. No, there's 4 total. That was actually correct. One of them, it was a girl. She died before the game starts.
I didn't go too deep into the Inferno Squad thing. I'm more of a Clone Wars guy.
Yeah, Lamborghini says 4 in the novel. I thought so. I knew there was one more than however many were in the game. Shout out to Dazzle Guy for the £2 donation. There are a lot of bags for bag 3. Oh my god. I'll bring on a new round of people in probably like 20 minutes.
I hear like a lot of static. Whose is that?
Say that again?
I hear like a lot of static on someone's mic.
And he was trying to get his old mic working. Just had him hold up.
It sounds mostly fine now.
Yeah,
At least
that's
for
fine.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Hey, what's up, Brian Riff? How you doing, bro? What's your favorite Star Wars movie that isn't part of the core 9? So you just mean what's my favorite spinoff? Or is the Clone Wars movie also count in there? What do we consider the Clone Wars movie to be? Is it a spinoff? Is it like what do we call that? Do we even officially recognize it as a Star Wars movie? How do you guys feel about that?
It's more of
George
an art.
Lucas said it wasn't canon, so it's fine.
Oh, well, there you go.
Wouldn't it just be called a Star Wars story?
Clone Wars, a Star Wars story.
Yeah, like Rogue One and Solo.
Yeah, yeah.
Ever since the 506 Battle Pack release yesterday, was that yesterday? I don't know. But I started building a bar.
2 days ago.
It was 2 days ago, yeah. It was April 2nd. I'll never forget that date.
Me too.
I've been like so excited still the past 2 days since this. I started building a bar.
Hey, that's awesome.
The thing that I'm most scared about is Corona becoming a huge problem, and we won't be able to get the battle pack. I mean, not the battle pack, the set until next year.
I don't know if that'll necessarily delay the set. It just, like, the amount of them available might be an issue. Because they would have... At this point, the set is, like, in production, and there are probably already however many of them, like, already made. Although, like, the availability of it may absolutely be an issue.
Good birthday shout out.
Hey, shout out to Cosmic44 for the donation. That's how you know that's a caring person, when they're willing to donate on their own birthday. If I could send a reverse super chat, I would. Cosmic44. New Clone Wars episode. Actually, I haven't seen it yet. Have you guys seen it? If you have, don't say anything about it because I haven't seen it.
Basically,
why
I
would you say it?
was watching Onward with my family, and then I realized episode 7 was out, so I'm like, oh my god.
Zandy or Kappa or Lord of Bricks, have you guys seen it?
Yeah,
Right.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I saw it last night.
Is
I'm
it
not gonna say anything
good?
about it.
No spoiler here.
I'm not gonna say
Well,
I mean, don't spoil it. Yeah, I just want to know if it's
No.
good.
yeah.
It wasn't the best episode.
it wasn't the best, but it was pretty good.
Is there anything like spoiler, like?
Yes, there is a spoiler-worthy thing in there.
Oh God, I need to hurry up and watch it. If you're in the chat, please don't spoil it.
I got
Yeah.
one word.
Darth Maul. Is it Darth Maul?
No.
It's not that big. It's just a small little spoiler thing, but I'm pretty sure it's significant enough for the
It's more of an Easter egg.
this episode.
I'm like afraid to keep streaming. I'm so concerned about having that spoiled. Why? I shouldn't have even brought it up. I just shouldn't even say anything.
No one's gonna spoil it.
Don't listen to dumb Dazzle guy.
Anakin dies.
Bro, that would be heartbreaking.
Bro, if Anakin dies in the Clone Wars before Revenge of the Sith, R.I.P., you know?
That would be just
Alright, I got one spoiler word.
what?
Don't mess with the Pikes.
Oh, okay. Don't mess with the Pikes. The Pikes kind of seem like pushovers. Like even in Rogue One, they just like the what's his name? The main guy. The one that what's his face just murders when they go into the on Kessel. Oh God, Xavier Sword just spoiled it.
Han Solo dies. R.I.P. Han Solo. You know, you were cool.
Been voted off the island.
Not a spoiler. There's a different color Trandoshan pod as an Easter egg that I might build. What is a Trandoshan pod? I have no
Also,
idea.
is it just me or does Ahsoka's hair look really weird? I don't know.
You mean
The
her
thing that like I don't know what to call it.
She's old.
So they're not so Twi'lek.
The change between the end of season 5 and this is like really, really different. Kind of.
So I saw a post about this recently. So Twi'lek have Leku. I think that Togrutas are they Montrals, if I'm not mistaken? There's a name for her, the thing, whatever the heck the thing is on her head. There's a name for it.
Oh yeah, I forgot what it was.
Okay, but whatever.
Someone look it up.
It looks a little bit longer than it should. I don't know why. I'm just using the short version.
I think it's
When they get older, they have like longer things on their heads.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Like especially with Rebels, like her.
I built the Trandoshan pods art. Oh, you're talking about the one from the hunting episode. Okay.
Yeah, I think I started built those like a couple months ago.
I'm now picturing Ahsoka with hair. It reminds me of the SpongeBob episode where they like rip the thing off of Kevin the Cucumber's head, and he's like, "That thing is a hat," and he's like, "It wasn't." That's the equivalent of Ahsoka's hair. You think it comes off, but it's actually not supposed to.
That's a pretty nice army.
Thanks. I want to contribute to Jay for Starkiller.
Man, those stormtroopers are looking so good.
I've only done 2 mocks in my entire life, and that was Geonosis and Mandalore, and they were really small mocks.
Still 2 fun locations to build.
I think I might get into doing some mocks.
And honestly, I wish I built Mandalore after the Mandalorian Battle Pack released. I don't know.
Like the new one?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I don't think that battle pack is super
Like,
necessary for that.
I don't know why, but I had to pay for 2, and it cost me like almost 100, and it was really bad.
Wait, you paid $100 for 2 of that Mandalorian battle pack?
Yeah, I think I bought it from the wrong source. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you paid $100 for $30 worth of Lego sets, you absolutely bought it from the wrong source.
It wasn't the real it was the old one from 2011 or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But those figures are still. I mean, after the show, I guess they became a little bit more expensive. But if that battle pack's going for like $50 now, that is insane.
Yo, I got that for $3 at Brick World sealed from some random guy.
The entire battle pack.
Yeah.
If I saw that anywhere, I would be like instantly like, that's a scam. You know?
So the guy was like, I was like, how much is this? He's like $3, and then some other guy's like, I'll buy it, but I already handed him the money.
Wow.
Oops.
I went over to my friend's house, and he was selling his old Lego Star Wars sets that could have gone for like 100, but he was gonna sell them for 20 because of price per piece.
That's not a good way to think about it.
Yeah.
I told him that you shouldn't do that, and that I'd be happy to buy them off of you. But he's like, no, you're my friend. I'm not gonna let that happen.
So what did you do?
Well, he sold it for the actual amount that I told him to.
Smart. Good.
He didn't have he had the instructions. He just didn't have the box, so I told him to sell it.
Lamborghini Waffle Sauce says, Jay, you should build your next location in micro scale like how me, Enthard, and Tim Goddard did. As much as I like that build, building in micro scale just isn't very fulfilling to me. It's just not, that doesn't excite me very much as a builder.
Have you seen Brick Productions, like Imperial Shipyards? He's doing it fully micro scale.
I have seen that boy Anthony. It's looking really good. That I can.
I like how like he has so many vehicles in it. Like he has like 20 AT walkers, and it's like if you made that an actual scale, it would be like not even close. Like,
oh yeah, no, that would be impossible.
Yeah.
don't think you answered it, but what do you feel about Ahsoka being in season 2 of Mando?
Hate it.
I don't know if anybody asked that, but I didn't hear your reaction to that.
Someone asked it in the chat.
Oh, okay. I bet.
Yeah, I have no interest in seeing that.
The show, like, every show, they're just trying to, like, incorporate Ahsoka into it. Like,
It's getting out of hand.
I'm gonna be real. I have like strong conspiracy theories about this being a political thing, but I'm not even gonna get into that.
Thank you. Trevor puts it pretty well. He says, I don't like micro scale stuff because Lego's already a micro scale. No, I mean, I get the appeal. Like, some people, I mean, there's just certain things you can't really do at minifig scale, so I understand that appeal. But most things for me that aren't really, if I can't do it at minifig scale, it's almost not worth building.
I'm looking at the older 501st Troop, and I really like the newer one compared to the old model a bit.
Oh, I love the new one. I love the new one so much.
It really feels really good looking.
To be honest, I would only buy microscale if I was going to do stop motion, which I do a lot of stop motion.
Why do stop motion at micro scale?
Because, like, let's say you're doing battles and, like, starships and stuff. You know, like, you can have a little polybag X-Wing or, like, a little polybag TIE fighter fight each other instead of having, like, full scale and having the hassle to move it around.
I got you. Trevor says, Jay, Ahsoka's going to be in the new Cassian show. I would be offended by that if I even cared about that show.
Ahsoka will be in Kenobi.
Can they just give Ahsoka her own movie so we can just get that story done with, you know?
She deserves it. Give her her own.
No, like, she's just... The problem is at this point, she's been in so many things, like, what is there left to tell of her story? Like, when would a movie take place? Like, we've seen her... Like, we know pretty much how she becomes a Jedi. We saw her as a Jedi the whole time. We see what happens when she leaves. We'll see what happens after she leaves. Like, you know, during the original trilogy era, we see her, you know, join the Rebels. Like, and then after that, she apparently goes off, you know, with Sabine Wren on an adventure. Like, we've seen so much of her at this point in various contexts throughout her life. You almost can't do a movie because, like, what new story do you tell that hasn't already been touched on?
I really don't care for, like, learning more about her. I think we have enough.
Oh, we absolutely have enough.
That's why she just needs her own movie.
Focusing on other characters.
Alright, guys, well, I have to go now. So,
Alright, take care. Thanks for coming on.
Take care.
Yeah.
it was an honor to talk to you, Jay. I never thought this would happen ever.
Oh, no problem, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on. Take care.
Dude.
The only thing annoying about building this is the instruction book is so big, like, I don't have it sitting directly in front of me. Like, the left page is on this side, and it's, like, hard to see the instructions on the other page.
If that Rebels sequel series happens, I'm going to be kind of annoyed.
I always thought, like, Resistance was supposed to be that, right? Apparently it's not.
Oh, don't you watch Resistance?
Oh, yeah, I liked Resistance. I haven't finished season 2, but I watched most of it.
I haven't, like, so I want to watch it, but, like, I watched, like, the first episode and just the animation style, like, turned me away.
I think it's different, but yeah, I think you get used to it. And there were just some absolutely beautiful shots in that show. Like, some of the far out shots of the Colossus look incredible. I actually prefer that art style to, like, the Clone Wars art style, or even Rebels.
Especially in the second season, like, it looks beautiful.
When I first saw Rebels for the first time, I'm like, what is this animation style? And then I got used to it. Now it's fine.
I like the Rebels animation style more than the Clone Wars one. I was like, people actually look more like humans. Like, Clone Wars kind of has that weird, like, overly polygon looking art style. So I never liked that. Like, even as a kid, that was one of the things that always stuck out to me about it. So I like that Rebels was a little bit more smooth, you know. Appreciate that, Mav Bricks. He says, "Love your content, Jay. You should do a new Final First Battle Pack song about how we got one." I'm actually kind of working on that right now.
Yeah, I played 501st, like the song that you made so many times after the. Yeah, I was so happy after finding out about the.
Oh yeah. Oh, please don't tell me I messed this up.
A music stand would help you in this situation, Jay.
Oh what?
A music stand?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd place the book up on the music stand and just build as your.
I was thinking about that. That actually, it would be. It would just the book's so big though. It would just be kind of in the way of the actual build. I don't know if there's an. I think the nicest thing it would be if I had a drone that could hold up this book like right here in front of me. But then you guys wouldn't even be able to see me, so I don't even know, to be honest.
You should just download the
worth it.
visual instructions.
So I would do that if I wasn't streaming. If I wasn't streaming, I would absolutely do that. But I have to, like, I have the stream on one side and I have the comments on the right side. So it would just take up too much. Like, I'd be sitting here at my computer zooming in the whole time. It wouldn't be fun.
This is so annoying. So, like, because I'm building a Bara, like, some of my black plates I haven't used in a while, they're so dusty and so noticeable.
Oh yeah, dude, black. Oh my god. Like if you order like a bunch of black parts, especially big plates from Bricklink, and they're dirty, it's the worst.
Yeah, I haven't really made a mock like with like black plates in a while, so like they've been just sitting in a bin just collecting dust, and now it's like so noticeable.
I'm probably going to also build a bar when the battle pack comes out.
Ryan Studios says, Jay, if the instructions are bound with a spring, flip it over one side. I would do that, but the instruction book is so big, it would be a lot to have to keep flipping it over. Trust me, I've thought about this a lot, and there's no simple alternative, unfortunately. I don't remember whether or not this set came with a brick separator, but I'm glad I had one nearby, because I'd be very disappointed if I didn't. And guys asking to join the call, I'm going to bring on more people, I guess in 3 minutes, at 6 p.m. on the dot.
Alright. So, the prices and fees for all the sets were revealed free August 8th.
I feel like we've known that for a while, have we not? Or I guess we didn't know the piece count. That's right. What's it looking like?
So it's very interesting. So we know the final first one, 285 pieces.
Yes.
Anakin Strike Incepted, 248 pieces for $30. I think that's fine.
Right.
What do you think that set's gonna be? Do you think it's the yellow variant or?
I think it's gonna be yellow variant.
Oh, it's definitely the yellow one. So in the Clone Wars show, like his interceptor has a slightly different color scheme than from the Episode 3 film. Yeah. So I think it'll be that unique color scheme.
It's $40 for 286 pieces.
You said 286 for $40?
Yeah, wow. $40, yeah.
The only thing I think that might it'll almost certainly have the big like dish pieces on the bottom, so that might make up for it. But I'd be interested to see that design.
Yeah, but what concerns me is that like it's very similar piece count to the 2015 version.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's 250 pieces for $25.
Oh, dude, if it looks like that one.
2015 one. I hope it's bigger.
Yeah, the 2015 was like puny.
Dude, that one looks so awful. Oh my god! If it's that design with those weird round pieces on the bottom, ugh.
I'm interested in what the new one's gonna look like with those pieces.
Oh,
I just pulled this out for myself. I'm gonna put like the video up of it.
Soji says, "Do you play Fallen Order?" I played Fallen Order. I beat it, and then I haven't played it since. I don't know. Those of you, if you guys have played Fallen Order, how do you feel about the replay value? Like, were you inspired to play the game after you completed the story?
I was switched, but I don't know.
I was like so ready to be done with that game by the end. Like I put it on the easiest setting, and I was just like, I just want to finish the story.
I just pulled out the.
Play it at least.
Someone's got the 2015 AAT. Who was that?
Yeah, that's me. I really don't like this looking at it.
Ugh.
This in a while.
Yeah, that's small. I can't see that. For
It's the
$40.
smaller font.
I mean, so the size is honestly like it's a pretty small, like tank. It shouldn't be like the previous Clone Wars AAT they did is actually much too big. I think the original AAT is probably the perfect size for it. But
Yeah.
the design just looks awful on that one. That's the biggest issue for me.
Yeah, I feel like
2015 one though.
I feel like something in between, like the original, like the blue one, and then the 2015 one, like a little bit bigger than the 2015 one. I'd be happy with it.
The original one is like the perfect size. The 1999 one? Or I guess, no. Is it 99? No, it might have been after that.
I think it's 2000.
Yeah, 2000. That was like the perfect... I actually have part of it right here. Perfect size.
Oh, I have the 2008 version.
Hey, what's up, Stormy Bricks?
The Night Buzzard. It's going to be $70 for 595 pieces.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, but General Grievous' Starfighter.
Oh,
$80 for 487 pieces.
that is insane.
I know, like, other people who are, like, priced to piece, but that's, like, too expensive for what you're getting.
Exactly.
That's always the same piece count as the TIE Dagger from Genway.
Ty Dagger also had an awful price.
Yeah, and it only came with 3 figures, kind of like what Grievous' Starfighter's gonna be.
Although, if one of those figures is Phase 2 Cody, I might have to make an exception.
I'll just end up buying the figure, but the figure's gonna probably cost like $30 on Bricklink.
Oh, yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
Has anyone talked to like any Bricklink stores about what they think like the value is gonna be of those 501st trips?
I haven't. I mean, honestly, it's just gonna depend on what people are willing to pay. Like that's, like talking to the seller about that is, it's difficult to predict something like that. Like people are gonna list a price for what they want to sell it for, and it's just gonna be like, what are people willing to pay for it? You know.
I'm gonna definitely keep like 3 of those sealed because the ATRT back in like I don't remember when it still goes for like $60-$70 sealed.
I don't think we'll see that with this one. Like everyone's saying, oh, I'm gonna buy some to keep sealed, but like if enough people do that, like it diminishes like the return you might see on that, you know, because back in the day,
like, there's so much value on it that everyone's gonna buy a whole bunch of them.
Exactly, like back in the day, we didn't know that ATRT set was going to be, I guess, one of the 2 sets that had a 501st Trooper in it, you know?
For a couple of years where you couldn't get them any other way.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I don't know if we'll necessarily see that with these.
I wish that set had a Phase 2 Rex in it. These don't have a Phase 2 Rex. So.
The one from 2013 is like $50 by itself.
Yeah, it's an expensive figure. I actually bought...
That's insane.
It honestly, like, I bought the set, and I don't think I even paid that much. Back in, oh my god. Back in, I think 2016, 2017, I just bought the set because that was like a cheaper way to get it, and it was not $50.
My friend got a deal on it. He got it for like $30 the other day.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
The set now is like $200, I think.
No one's paying $200 for that set.
I don't think $200.
No, I was like checking eBay like a couple days ago.
That's just you gotta look at what people have actually paid for it, not what people are listing it at.
No, like there's a couple of people actually watching it, so I'm assuming that's like the average.
But that's just if they're watching it. It doesn't necessarily mean anyone's gonna pay near that. Usually, if they're watching that, they're waiting for the price to drop because they know it's silly. All right, I guess it's time to add some more people. All right, Lord of Bricks, your microphone is out of control, man. Dazzle Guy says, Jay, do you ever play with your Lego? All the time. All the time. All right. Post some emails, guys.
I'm actually going to head out today because of WrestleMania.
Wow. You're really dishing a Rich Boy J stream for WrestleMania?
Hey, I spent like an hour. I'm sorry.
Dang.
I got the Rich Boy J feeling.
All right. Fair enough. All right. See you, man.
I'll be the 5 afterwards to redeem myself.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Alright, see ya.
All right. I want to add waffles to this.
Guess I might have to get a new mic.
Yeah, like every, I don't know, like 5 or 10 minutes, they'll just start being uncontrollable static.
How's it now? Is it okay?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Man. Well, this is just I don't know, I bought a PS4 back around Christmas for a birthday and Christmas present for myself. And I just got like a cheap headset to start off.
Right.
So like I'm spending enough money on Legos, I don't need to be spending extra on a headset, but...
I know, right? It's so weird. Once you start buying enough Lego... Say it again?
Any ATRT designs? Right now I have Packer 221s, and it's pretty good, but I don't think it like looks right.
Someone in the chat will probably know better than I would. I haven't like extensively looked into those recently, so I wouldn't be able to tell you off the top of my head.
Is my mic working okay?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So
Who is
you
that?
guys want to see my ISD?
Absolutely. That is incredible. Mine's getting there.
I took my time with it. It took me about like 2 weeks because I was so happy I actually saved up and bought it.
I can imagine, dude. Oh my god. Is it your favorite Lego set?
No. But it was one that I really wanted to get because I wanted to have a nice like centerpiece to my room, and I have to build the shelf still to put it on.
So if that's not your favorite Lego set, then what is?
That would be the Clone Troopers Battle Pack. Set
Oh
number
my
7655.
god! Seriously?
Let me just show you my sealed set real quick. You know, it's pretty
Oh
great.
my god!
Look at that, right there.
I mean,
That's a fave one right there. It's a classic.
I mean, it is a classic, but it's. Come on.
I paid $30 for that sealed back in like 2012.
Wow. I remember going into the Lego or to Toys R Us and getting 2 of those, like I guess around when they came out, for $10 each because that's what they cost back in the day.
$10.
$10 battle packs, man. $10 battle packs.
Oh, Toys R Us, may it rest in peace.
I know, right? I miss those days.
Man, now what am I supposed to do with the Toys R Us credit card?
Yeah, I got one of those gift cards I found not too long ago for $25 for Toys R Us.
Oh god.
I wish I used it.
Sorry, your gift card will expire. My credit card, unfortunately, I have to keep on paying on. Note to self: don't get credit card.
Yeah, if you can help it, definitely don't get a credit card.
Having to pay back debt is a pain.
At least don't get more than one. Okay, I have 3.
Oh.
I've been paying them back since I was 18, since I got them. Here, I'll do some math. That's 7 years, just so everybody knows.
Jay, you said you totally love the Clone Wars style of Clone Troopers, right?
Oh yeah, my fave.
Oh, of course.
Totally. Those are incredible.
Right there.
They're so nicely detailed.
Oh, of course.
So you have a group of the movie versions in the back. Those look nice.
No, I only have 3. All right, just 3. Just the 3.
Oh, I see I see. It's all an illusion. You group them together and you put the movie ones at the front to create the illusion that it was a group of nice looking.
No, there's 3 there because I needed it to complete the row of 16. Okay.
You better show some respect to those movie clones, bro.
Those movie clones do not have any place in my heart. They are there solely to fill the place of the 3 I do not have.
I don't understand. They just look better. Like,
but the nostalgia.
That's like every prequel fan ever. The
Don't forget,
nostalgia.
Jay, I'm the one that argued that Darth Jar Jar was real. So.
Oh God. Are you also no? That was someone else. There was on like Matt's. It was like one of the prequel debate streams, and we brought someone on that was like, yeah, Jar Jar's my favorite character. Like, unironically.
That wasn't me, but I said that Darth Jar Jar was real on the prequel debates.
I do remember that. I mean, you do know that that's just wrong, right?
I know. I just had to throw it in there.
Okay, I'm just glad your sanity is in check.
I found in a bag with like 7 Gungans, like 4 Jar Jars and 3 of the Gungan soldiers.
The Gungan minifigs are actually all really nice in my opinion.
Yeah, I have the one from the newer droid carrier, and then I have 2 from the older one.
Does the newer one have more gold on it? I forget the difference. Comic Breaks, I just added you. And the Daily Break, you can just, if you just at someone and type their name, it'll be highlighted, but only for them. Like, I don't see everyone's name highlighted. I just see my name highlighted if you do at and then their name.
This week I started making like 3 different maps. More like work in progress.
What are you building? Or what have you built?
Hello? Umbara, a mini Sorgan, and then a Takodana.
Ooh, nice.
Who's
just joined? Is that Brixboy Maestro? Is that... Shout out to George Pogorolov for subscribing.
Hello, Jay. Hello.
You butchered that.
I'm sorry. Hey, what's up? We can hear you.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, we can.
I'm sorry. I finally got my mic fixed.
Does it sound like it? Because there's an echo. Who is echoing?
I do hear that echo.
Oh my god. I guess
Still
it's...
an echo?
No, it sounds fine now.
Okay.
Alright, perfect. No, you're good. It was just funny because you're like, the first thing you mentioned is, yeah, my mic's working so great now. And there's just this echo. But yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I've been working on the Star Destroyer, and I've messed this section up at least 10 times, but I'm getting there.
Oh, you're gonna have a blast with the wings because some of the pieces just warp and it's miserable.
I love that I'm getting so many subscribers, but this is getting kind of disruptive. Can you guys hear that hello boyos that goes off?
I cannot.
Okay.
I can't.
I wonder... Alright, say something, anyone in the chat? Or anyone in the call?
Hello.
Greetings.
Alright. Now, anyone in the chat, tell me if you hear an echo. Because I basically turned on my desktop audio as well, but I don't know if it'll, like, pick up the mic and... Well, it'll make sense. Just, how does everything sound right now, guys?
I think it sounds good. I don't hear any echo right now.
Right, but you're not, like, I'm talking about, like, through the actual YouTube feed.
Ooh, I just heard some static, though.
That's to be expected. Alright, so it sounds like we're good. But we're getting an echo again. Whoever is echoing, make yourself known. I have no idea. I think it's Lord of Bricks, because I can see it coming from his.
No, I just keep turning mine on and off. Just to make sure it's still okay. I'm looking for my other mic that I have.
Okay.
Other than that, you actually cannot hear me because I'm muted. So.
Alright, so it's fine now. Whatever. We'll deal with it. Alright, Trevor says there is an echo. I think we should be good now. Apparently not. Everyone's screaming echo in the chat. So I'm just turn this off. Alright. Whatever. I just want to build the set. No, trust me, I built the old Star Destroyer a few times, and building the panels on that thing was the worst.
Some of the pieces, like there's the 6x6 like flat tile, that will not stay on whatsoever.
Oh, I
Like,
can
literally had to
imagine.
like smash it down. It was terrible.
I don't know what it is about the tiles. They're just, I guess, slightly more flexible. But like getting them to stay on, the big ones especially, it's insane.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
So
now.
I think I've determined I'm gonna buy 25 of the final course battle pack set, whatever we want to call it.
Oh my god. Hey, Lord of Bricks.
Oh, ooh, whose mic is that?
Lord of Bricks, bro. Or Nate. Nate, your mic is freaking out, man. You want to just mute it until you find the other mic? All right. Anyways, Trevor04 says, Jay, you disrespected that tie dagger. So that bin right there is actually just the bin of sets I don't care to keep built. So everything in there eventually be like parted out into my collection.
Can I do a mic test?
Go for it.
How does it sound? Just
Sounds-
in general.
Sounds fine now. Did you replace it? Did you get a new mic?
I mean, I have not. I have another mic, but it's not gonna work.
Oh, okay.
Just because there's no actual talking portion.
Is it a microphone then?
No.
It's a mic with
Sounds
no
like my
mic.
Bose headphones.
Yeah, it's a micless headphone.
Why is man building triangle? I like building triangles. Triangles are some of the
What
coolest
kind of
things in
camera
Star Wars.
Do you shoot your videos on?
I use a Logitech C920, I think.
Hey Jake, can you hear me?
I could make a quick run to Walmart.
Yes. Whoever said, can I hear you? Yes, I can hear you.
But no, I've determined I'm gonna buy 25 of the set, so I have 75 regular 501st Troopers and then the 25 Rocket Troopers. I feel like that's gonna be like the perfect number for me.
I really like those rocket
I'm down with that.
troopers.
I love the blue jetpack. I think it adds a nice touch.
The Rocket Trooper's very nice. I would have preferred if it was just 4 standard troops, though.
See, I get that, but I think the Rocket Trooper is a nice addition, especially since it's the first Rocket Trooper.
Did you guys know that that's the rocket trooper from Battlefront 2?
I did, yeah. Actually, when I was playing the game the other night, I realized that. Well, so actually, it was weird. Oh my god. Lord of Bricks.
Lord, I think it's doing it again.
Lord of Bricks.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, so, like, your mic is freaking out,
What's
like,
it doing?
every... So you're fine now, but, like, every, 5 minutes, it just starts freaking out and we can't hear anything. I was gonna ask, did you want to
Because
mute
it's
it
not
until...
like me that I'm putting it in my pocket, but...
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
Hey, it's an older headset that I got. I think I accidentally bent it one time.
Is it wireless or is it wired?
It's wired.
Alright.
I've had bad luck with wireless gaming headsets.
Yeah, just be
Yeah,
careful moving it
I think
around,
wired.
because, like, when you, like, we can't even hear each other when you do. I forget someone was saying something, I don't remember.
So, Jay, when do you think you're gonna do the huge Geonosis mod?
It's so hard to say. Like, I mean, if I had all the parts to do it, I'd do it, like, now, or at least when I finish the current mock I'm working on. But I still don't feel like there are enough, like, dark orange parts in circulation and the pieces I'd need to do something like that. Like, we've gotten some of the stuff. Like, I have a bunch of dark orange tiles and, like, of various sizes saved up, but I need slopes. Like, that's the biggest thing. I need a bunch of dark orange slopes because there's so many rock formations, and also, like, the arena where they fight. There's just so many different things that I need to do a build like that.
Oh yeah, those slopes are expensive in dark orange.
Exactly.
I think in my room I have a sealed Geonosis cannon from like 2013.
Is that the one that came with Barisafi and Gree?
Yes, I have it sealed right here.
Good set. I actually like that set.
I have that, the Desert Skiff from 2013, and then some other random sets.
I have that set as well. That was like one of the first sets I got when I got back into Lego Star Wars.
The funny thing is I had both of those sets like built like when I was younger, and then they just kind of got meshed with the piles of Lego. So now I just have them both in boxes, sealed, just chilling.
Hey Jay, quick side question.
What's up?
Hey, so how long do you plan on streaming tonight?
I'm not sure. It depends. Maybe not super late. Maybe for like another hour and a half. Why? What's up?
Actually, I was just gonna make a quick run to Walmart.
Oh, you don't have to do that to get a microphone.
I mean, yeah. I have other guys that are complaining about it when I'm gaming, so.
I was gonna say. I mean,
something I should do.
I'm certainly not gonna ask you to do something like that, especially now. But if you'd like to, I mean, I can have you back on once you get back.
I mean, I could stay on. I'll just have it on mute so I can hear you guys.
Oh, I mean that's fine too. Yeah, do whatever.
Yeah,
Is anybody playing Modern Warfare other than me?
I am.
What do you think about Warzone?
Oh, no. This can't be a Call of Duty chat. Nuh-uh. No. Actually, I kind of get the hang of it. It's not too bad. I definitely like Battlefront 2, though, better. But that's just me.
Hey Jay, I really want to get the UCS Star Destroyer and turn it into the Chimera.
What is the? I don't know what that is. What is the Chimera?
It's Thrawn.
Oh, that's Thrawn's with all the lines on the bottom, or the
Yep.
designs.
Symbol.
That'd actually be pretty cool. I don't know if I think I've seen people do it, but not necessarily like at that big of a scale. So that would actually be pretty cool.
Because I've been reading the Thrawn canon trilogy by Timothy Zahn,
Right.
and I really like it. And now I'm really tempted to get that UCS Star Destroyer, but I don't have $800 or $700 with me.
That's the thing, isn't it? Did you watch Rebels?
50 with tap.
Did you watch Rebels?
I did.
Hold on one
I
sec.
agree with you.
I think
like
Lord of
the
Bricks.
action
I
so
think
much
you're
on-
causing an echo. If you want to mute your mic, that'd be great. But what were you saying? Comic Bricks.
I was saying I agree with you about Rebels. I liked it until Ahsoka came back.
Soka can have that effect on a show.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the character and all, but I feel like we see a lot of her already.
It's hard for me to accept the fact that in her fight against Darth Vader, she escaped because Ezra pulled her through a time portal. Like, I just have so many problems with that.
I like The Mandalorian because it gave us new things, and then when I hear, Ahsoka may be coming back to season 2, I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah, this is a step in the wrong direction.
Is Ahsoka in Resistance?
No, she's not, thankfully.
Is Darth Maul in the Resistance?
No, he's not, thankfully. Resistance is the one show that, like, only people that are supposed to be there show up.
Actually, no, Darth Maul would be dead by the time of Resistance.
Darth Maul's never dead. I'm not buying it.
No one's ever really.
Obi-Wan killed him. Oh, no.
I mean, did he, though?
Julio's headstream.
If Darth Maul can survive being cut in half and falling down an energy generator, why could he not survive just getting cut in the chest?
No one's ever really gone.
Exactly. Exactly. Darth Maul is dead until he's not. Until Dave Filoni needs him again.
But Obi-Wan killed him in the desert in Rebels.
That was my whole point. Like, why do we accept that as a death any more than his Phantom Menace death?
I see your argument, but I feel like this time he's gone because he died of sadness.
I mean, he didn't, but I guess I could buy that. Sadness is the only true killer in Star Wars. Getting cut in half, nope. Falling like a mile, nope. Sadness, That'll really put you out for the count.
You're breaking my heart.
You're going down a path I can't follow.
Firestar Customs. I have some Inferno Squad arms and they look really nice.
I have them. I put them in my Vardos mock.
No, I know that. I know after watching that, I'm like, you know what? I want some custom arms for my Inferno Squad.
They're so good. They look incredible.
Is there custom arms for the 501st?
That was long ago.
Say that again? I don't know who said something, but say it again, please.
Oh, I said, do you think they have, like, custom arms for the 501st troops, like that website?
They don't yet, but they actually posted an update recently saying that they're working on them.
I think I like those.
Did you see the picture on Firestar Toys Instagram? They posted like a sneak peek of the custom arms for like the Airborne, the 212s, and the 501st Troopers.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
How many 501st Troopers does everybody here have?
I have one.
I have one.
I actually have two.
Ooh, we got a rich boy.
Do I take the cake with 3?
I think so. Let's see how many in the chat. Who in the chat has more than one? Christian Weber says I have one. Real Lego Man Production says I have one.
I have
No, just a standard phase. Just a standard troop. Trevor has 5. I think Trevor's winning here.
Someone said they have 15.
Yeah, wow.
I don't. Okay, this is getting out of hand. Do you really have 15?
I
think HG Brick has like 50 or 60 of them.
I think Chris Productions probably has the most.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
I was like, I know Chris Productions probably has them. Him or David probably have the most.
Those clones with blue Sharpies count?
No.
If you Sharpie on your clones, does that make you the hero or the villain?
Definitely the villain.
Alright.
Honestly, can't believe that was a thing at one point. Christian Weber says, but don't you already have an ATRT and a Captain Rex? I do have an ATRT and a Captain Rex.
I got 2 ATRTs, a Captain Rex, and a Headhunter.
So you have 2 Captain Rexes?
No. I said I have 2 ATRTs, the Headhunter, and then my Captain Rex.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you got 2 of the set.
In my opinion, like the most underrated battle pack, I know it's kind of off topic, is the Udapod Trooper battle pack.
I don't even think it's underrated. I mean, it's awesome, but I think people really appreciate it. Like, it's my favorite battle pack of all time.
I don't think like a lot of people talk about it more than that. Like, I don't like no one says it's bad, but they don't like talk about it a lot.
I feel you.
But I feel like the 212s didn't have such like a major role as other like clone units, in my opinion.
The 212 had more screen time than the 501st Troopers.
That's true.
In what essence?
I mean, they're literally, you see them more on screen than you see 501st Troopers. I'm talking about the film, by the way, not the Clone Wars show.
Okay. That's what I meant.
I mean, Cody actually had lines.
But did they have a whole Battlefront game after them?
That's a good point.
Nope. I think I have a total of 5. But like I told you earlier today, I'm still kind of going through my collection, so hope I can find more. If not,
You have 5 501st Troopers? You have 5 501st Troopers?
yeah, I have 5.
Wow.
Only 5.
I have mine marching on like a parade kind of form right now.
Oh, nice. I like the snot base they're on.
Thank you.
They need to make a 5 character and an Echo character.
I would pay big cash money for Lego 5s.
Right?
Like, 5s is my all-time favorite clone. Always has, always will be. But I need them to make a figure. Like,
when I first saw the 501st the battle pack picture, when I saw the rocket trooper or the jet trooper, I was like, "Oh my god, is that Fives?" And I was like, "Oh no, it's not."
it would be so great. Like,
Oh yeah,
phenomenal.
that'd be awesome. I mean, this opens up the possibilities though. Like, who knows?
Maybe a May the 4th promo. That would be incredible.
I mean, as much as I'd love to get excited about that, I think Lego's pretty much done with May the 4th figures, unfortunately.
I think there's a rumor that's going to be another spot like the Battle of Hoth or Endor.
I heard it's like a Death Star surface. That's what I heard.
Wait, it's going to be a what?
Death Star surface, like the Battle of Yavin.
Okay. Maybe. If they like include a figure in that stuff, that would be so good.
I just miss May the 4th figures in general.
Maybe if we start posting on Lego's Instagram and social media and stuff, saying that we want May the 4th promos back, like figures, maybe we'll get them back.
I just want a May the 4th promo figure. Doesn't quite ring like a 501st battle pack, unfortunately.
Jay, when you do your Geonosis mock, I'll donate a Dark Orange piece of that.
You'll what? I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
Then I'll donate any of the Dark Orange.
Oh, nice.
That'll help. Anything that'll help.
Oh yeah, that dark orange, man. Still to this day.
I was working on rebuilding the Geonosian Starfighter from like 2012, and I just didn't have all the pieces there still. It broke my heart.
Oh, that sucks. I actually like the set. Good set. I'd actually buy that set nowadays. I know Playmation has a lot of dark orange. Man, doing the greebling on this is so much nicer than the greebling on the original one. Because it was all basically like, you basically had to build maybe like 40 of the same 1x8 plate with like details on it, and it just went all the way down the side. It was so annoying to build.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm hoping someone makes a Ringo Vingo map, I think it's called, or Dingo. I don't know.
Makes a what?
The one arc from the Clone Wars where Tuff shoots the one Jedi.
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's called, like, Ringo.
He shoots the flowy hair Jedi girl.
Yeah.
What other...
I think that'd be cool for a map, like the whole, like, space station.
Yeah, with the... Is that when we first see the big bug guy?
Yeah, with the trench.
Yeah, that's his name. Ringo
That's a minifigure
Vender.
right there.
It's a big bug. I'm pretty sure Lego's made like a big spider figure.
Yeah, and Trench gets killed in the new season by Anakin.
Uh-oh. Spoiler alert.
That
was like 3 episodes ago.
I know. I'm kidding.
Come on, Jay.
I mean, that was a
Supposed to
joke.
die twice. Like, when we first saw Trench for the first time, like, they said that they thought he was dead from another battle, and then we thought we killed him, and then it was back to then we saw him again in this season,
That was season 2, Cat and Mouse.
yeah.
We got some Clone Wars experts. What's up, Jedi Bob? Good
Welcome to
morning.
that, man.
It's like episode 9. No one's ever really gone.
I was so sad when that went off Netflix.
Maybe Trench was actually a Sith Lord at some point, but then he got cut in many pieces and was reincarnated into a big spider, like Darth Maul had spider legs. Trench was just an entire spider.
Can we get some F's in the chat for Jay changing his intro because he despises episode 9?
Everyone, these are all positive changes, okay? It had to be done.
Hey, come on now. Palps was a necessary character.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen enough of him.
I just see the F's in chat right now.
Trevor says Jay likes his Chima. Oh my god.
I got into Chima at one point. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Do you regret it?
I do regret it because I spent probably like maybe 250, 300 on Chima stuff.
Did we ever find out who the winner of that Chima contest was? Do you guys remember? There was like a contest and the winner got like the biggest Lego set ever. You guys remember that? It was weird.
I remember making a box for that.
Yeah, it was just like a giant like Chima box. It had like 10,000 total pieces, I think.
Yeah, I think I still have the magazine.
I just want to know who has that set.
I remember getting the 3-in-1 Chima set.
That was like the Eagle, right? The Eagle set?
The 3-in-1?
Yeah. It came with like the big flying eagle thing.
Like a lion tank and like a wolf tank and then like I guess like a mini eagle thing.
Jack501 says, Jay, you should make Cardi B out of Lego. Unfortunately, I don't have that many curved pieces. Bricksoar says, oh, he's talking to Jedi Bob. Daily Brick says, I want to attempt a small mock soon. What are you going to build?
I'm trying to learn on how to make like frame-form mocks.
It's a good
I
technique.
buy some slopes.
Yeah, a lot of slopes.
Yeah. I think I did a pretty nice job for my first time, but I don't even have anything. It's just like the base layout.
Oh, I gotcha.
I think like the cheapest one I found was like 100 of the light bluish gray, I think inverted slope for like $40 for 100 of them, and that was like the best deal I could find on Bricklink at the time.
Mm.
So I waited, and I'm still waiting. I'm gonna wait to do like a huge bulk order so I can do some nice like mocks with some rock work.
I'm planning to build a Octu Island, and the green slopes for that are like really cheap. Like the 2x1 slopes are like 2 cents a piece for like a couple hundred of them.
Oh, yeah. That was a pick-a-brick wall piece, so that shouldn't be hard to get at all.
Yeah.
What's up, Brick Blast Productions?
Brick wall.
Daily Brick says he wants to do a Clone Wars mock, or a mock that he can put clone troopers in. There's so many options. I don't know. I just feel like Umbara, like, I love the arc. It's a very fun group of episodes, but just visually, it doesn't really interest me as a mock. I don't know.
I actually rewatched all the episodes last night, like the whole entire arc when I was building.
I actually started watching it the other day. I only made it through the first episode, but I mean, I like the arc. Like I said, it's just, I don't know. In Lego, it's not as visual appealing as some of the other options.
I feel like the main problem with it is you can't really capture like the actual planet because like how dark it is there.
Exactly.
It's hard to capture that.
I haven't seen anybody do the air base that they take, and I think that would be nice.
I did a small little section of the air base.
There you go.
Nice.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
I've been wanting to build the airbase too, but I'm just building the scene with like Waxer and Boiler. I mean, not with Waxer when he dies.
Like
Did
the
you say
anniversary or something.
boiler? Excuse you?
Wait, the two 212 guys are like Obi-Wan's like.
It's Waxer and
Waxer
Boyle.
But, oh, I called him Boyle. Oh my god.
To be fair, Boyle's a pretty stupid name to begin with.
I'm remaking the scene where like Krell makes them fight each other.
And you actually see Boyle in the, what's the arc? The one where Ahsoka's people get kidnapped by the slavers.
Okay.
When they see Chewbacca, when they meet Chewbacca.
No, that's the hunting one. I'm
There's
talking
Nigerian
about
arc.
season 4. Yeah, there you go.
What happens?
So, you see Boyle, along with the 501st and 212th, when, like, Anakin, Obi-Wan, Rex, R2, and Ahsoka, they go undercover to the slaving market.
Oh, with the cat people?
Yeah, no, yes, the cat people.
Oh, okay. Zygarians is what they're apparently called. There's some weird aliens in the Clone Wars. I'm sorry, but like, there's some weird aliens in that show.
I mean, or we can go back to like the 80s with the Kenner action figures. You can have Hammerhead action figure.
I want a minifig of, I don't know what species they're called, but the big brain head aliens from the Clone Wars.
The big what?
The big brain head aliens. Their head just looks like a brain.
Oh, are they like kind of like the guys that move really weird, like during like the Cad Bane arc, kind of like?
I don't remember.
Like,
I just know they're big.
When Savage Opress kills him on I can't think of it right now, but Savage Opress kills him and his Padawan, and he stabs the Master in his chest.
I don't think it was I don't think there was a Jedi.
Or was it the guy that Count Dooku killed? Like they made Padme kill in the Clovis, when she was with Clovis.
I know what you're talking about. The senator from the Separatists.
Yeah, is it that alien head?
I think they were Separatists.
You're talking about the other one.
There's multiple. Hold on. There's multiple brainhead people.
Not the Techno-Union people?
I'm just looking up Clone Wars brain alien.
Yeah. No, there's one other guy in like when they're all fighting like for the bounty hunter, like for like the like when they're gonna kidnap the Chancellor. There's that like one really guy that was really weird.
Don't the Viking clan have like they're taller? I'm trying to make sure I'm on the right same page here.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Apparently, there's one named Cinetine.
Can I show it on stream?
Yes, please, because I can't reach my camera.
Alright, so you're talking about... Let me find my phone. There we go. That brain alien, right?
No.
Alright, so we're talking about the other one then.
What is this thing called? Oh, it's called a sentient. That's just what they're called.
Sounds like we were all on different pages.
I just can't believe there's this many brainhead people. Apparently, he teaches the clones.
Yeah.
Brick.
Yeah. That's the species I'm thinking of, and then there's one more that's kind of similar.
That's the other one that I showed, I think.
I didn't realize there were so many brainhead people.
I would love to do that, what is it? The Clovis mock, where Thorn and all the shock troopers die, but I forgot who did it, but somebody did a really phenomenal job on that.
I think it was H2 Breck who did that.
I think.
Is that like when they're on the platform and the droid gunships come in carrying super battle droids and drop them off?
Yes.
I actually would love to build that too. That was fun to watch.
But shock troopers are so expensive, and I only have 3 of the older ones.
You said you have 3?
3 of the older ones, not 3 of the newer ones.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, yeah.
How much do those newer guys go for?
$17 to like $27.
Oh, jeez. Yikes.
Yeah, I would love to get, I don't know, any current set with shock troopers. That'd be fantastic. Because I would really love to do the like Republic compound from the Clone Wars where they hold Ahsoka.
Oh, where Ahsoka breaks out?
Yeah.
So you want to do like that Coruscant base? I found a picture online of like all the bounty hunters from that arc, and the guy's named Darwin, and he's a Parwin.
A brainhead guy?
Yeah, he has like it's kind of different. He has like kind of like squid like legs.
Yeah, the tentacle dude, and they use him to get through the ray shield. With
that's the Reiko Hardeen arc.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to talk about.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the other. Yeah.
Those 2 names always get jumbled in my head: Rush Clovis and Reiko Hardeen. I don't know why. I actually really did like the Rush Clovis episodes. One thing I never understood though is so like Padme and Anakin like break up at the end of that arc, right?
But then they get back together. Like, they break up towards the middle, and then they get back together at the end after Clovis falls off the edge, and Padme's like, I don't know what was wrong with me, pretty much. And it was weird.
Okay. I mean, that makes... Here, I'll tell you exactly what was happening there. Padme wasn't sure what choice to make, so when Rush Clovis died, she only had one choice. And it was like, okay, I'll just go back to Anakin. Oh, yes, Lux Von Terry. That's another lover boy. In,
I never liked him as a character, but that's just me.
It's because he was stupid.
Always trying to get himself killed.
Bro, Lux Von Terry. What a guy.
Also, speaking on the chrome lightsaber hilt pieces, I got the Anakin's Jedi Interceptor, right? Interceptor? Starfighter, whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
With the Vulture droid from like 2004, 2005 for like $20 off of Bricklink.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
It's so bad.
I think it was Jay that said he absolutely loved the droideka design from the one battle pack that they came in.
The droids and clone battle pack?
Yep.
Ugh. I don't know why. The first droideka was by far the best one, and everyone since then has been pretty awful in my opinion. Especially the ones that came in the MTT, the 7662 MTT.
The MTT in general is just a letdown, that set.
No, I'm talking about the good one.
Oh, the good one? Oh, never mind.
That one had the worst droidekas ever.
The newer one is just a travesty. It is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't think the newer one actually has a droideka. I know it has the PK droid.
Oh.
Jay loves the MTT droideka. No, I do. That's like... I need to make just like a top 10 video of like top 10 things I just hate that Lego has ever made. And that droideka is definitely on that list. That and every Clone Wars figure. Every human Clone Wars figure. I'll be specific there.
Excuse you, Jay? Are you bashing on those wonderful bug eyes?
Yes, unfortunately I am. Yes, I am.
I will say, so if you didn't know, Ayla Akira has only came out in 2 sets, that being the Clone Turbo Tank, which I have, but her like one of her side pieces like chipped off. Not like the tails, but like I don't know how to explain it, but one of the pieces chipped off and that aggravates me. But then
what are you talking? Who are you talking about?
Ayla Akira.
Oh, okay.
But then the newer one came out in the clone fighter tank, right?
Yeah.
Assault tank, whatever it's called. And what are your guys' opinions? What do you think is the better one?
Definitely the new one. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah, I like this one way better, and I usually like the bug eyes, but the skin tone and like everything about her is just phenomenal.
I can't think of a single Clone Wars figure that's better than its movie counterpart.
Clone Wars 212 versus movie 212.
Yeah, like it's not even the right color.
Also, something else interesting. You notice how like all the Count Dooku figures ever have always had the chrome hilt, even after chrome hilts were like stopped.
Yep. Oh, that's it?
No, I just think it's
really
peculiar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it is interesting. Like, I guess 2013 is the last one, right? And that one had the chrome hilt. Maybe they just
built that set like 4 months ago watching Attack the Clones. It was a fun experience.
I actually still have that set sealed.
See, I had that set sealed, but I was like, I've had it since that Christmas, and I'm like, why not build it? Like, so I opened it and I built it.
I always told myself I would keep it sealed until I built my Geonosis mock. And then I'd pull that set out and be like, alright, this is what I've been saving you for.
I think I'm going to have to scratch my Scarif project. That's been on hold for like the past like 7-8 months. I'm starting to poach pieces from it, so I think it's time to call it quits.
Yeah, I guess when you're
Someone brought a Scarif mock to Brickworld, and it was like humongous.
hold up, Trevor. What? This is what? Trevor04 says, when I got that Arc 170 set in 2010, the first thing I did was cut off Kit Fisto's tentacles. What? Why?
I got my Kit Fisto from like the magnet pack.
I'm happy I've never like just ruined one of my figures for no reason.
Alright, got my new headset.
Wow, that was quick.
Well,
Very crystal clear.
I'm at Walmart now, but
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't even plugged it in yet, guys.
Oh, I see.
I'm in the Lego section of Walmart.
They got anything good? They got any of them 501st battle packs in early?
No, not really. Got Kylo Ren's shuttle, the newer one, the bigger one.
The better one.
The better one, yeah. We got the Sith TIE Fighter.
Not a fan.
No. What about the Knight of Ren character, though? I mean...
Oh, the characters are cool. They just don't really do anything.
Wait, you're talking about the Dorito TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
Yes, the Dorito
It's sitting
TIE
right
Fighter.
there.
You can't just make a Lego set, though, just to put figures in it, though. I think that's not good.
Yeah, the set just isn't good. It just isn't.
Yeah, the Dorito TIE Fighter.
Behold it in its glory.
But,
Yeah, those new wedge plates too.
Those new wedge plates are nice. I'll give it that. Hello There has the perfect comment. That's actually pretty hilarious. Clone Wars
Look
Sphinx
at
be
his
like...
profile picture too. It's incredible.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
wait, what is it?
Look at Hello There in the chat.
It's Grievous with an Obey hat with some sunglasses.
Oh, I see it now.
It's Hype Beast Grievous.
If you want to know who's a real hype beast, Matt with his music.
What specifically about his music?
You haven't... He's played Hotel. 10 out of 10 song. When his friend came on, he started making fun of him.
Oh. I support
Proper
Matt's
price
music choices.
For a battle pack.
What is it? $14.95?
Proper.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the proper price for a battle pack.
Is that a 501st battle pack shot you're taking there?
Yes.
I don't appreciate that.
Some secret footage right there.
Bro, I dare you to go up to any employee right now and be like, hey, so I heard y'all got 501st battle packs in the back.
That's where they're
it
like,
could be
yeah,
her-
but we're not
it's
allowed to
not
sell
my-
them.
So I think you can make this one exception and pass it along.
Just get the Basana speeder.
Imagine if Walmart's and Targets said like you could only buy one of the 501st battle pack at a time. That's a
Looks
really
like I'm
odd
going to a
move.
lot of locations.
How many? You'd have to go to so many Walmarts. Oh my god.
Oh, so I have a bet going on with somebody in my household because I like hunting for the sets before they're officially released out on shelves.
Okay.
And it's a $10 wager for if I can get a 501st set before August 1st.
Okay.
So it's the challenge is on. So if I find one and I purchase it and I bring it home, I get $10. If I do not before August 1st, I lose my $10.
Wait, so like they're just not gonna give it to you, or you're gonna owe them $10?
I owe them $10.
Gotcha.
If I can. But I have faith this time.
Just
Faith
if you can't get it, just never come home.
True.
Am I getting anything or am I not getting anything?
Are you trying to figure out what to get?
Yeah, if I'm gonna get anything.
Get the Kylo Ren shuttle.
Hell, I already have it.
Oh, get another one and combine them.
And make
Get
it
the resistance
like a massive one?
if they have it.
Make a better
They do,
scaled one, yeah.
actually. They do have the Resistance A-Wing Starfighter.
That's a good set.
I don't
I
have any
still haven't
A-Wings.
picked up, but I need to get it.
Same here, I need to get that set. That's one of my sets I need to get before it retires.
Alright, Jay, I need some mock advice here.
All right, what's up?
Alright, so I'm gonna start doing mocks.
All right.
What should I begin with?
Wait till August. That would be my advice.
Yeah, there's a lot of Clone
Why?
Wars
When I
sets
buy,
coming
I'm
out.
gonna buy like 30 of those.
I'm buying 25, so I feel you.
I mean, even
Okay,
just outside of the
fine.
battle pack, there's other Clone Wars sets coming out that would be super useful if you'd want to build something from that. So, waiting till August would be nice. If you honestly want, like, it'd probably be better to just like get parts, because I'll tell you, like, it's better to start with the parts than figures. Like,
Right.
the figures will
I
come
mean,
and
that's what
go.
I'm going through now. I mean, I said I was sorting all my parts.
Right? Yeah, but if you like decide you want to build something specific, like, and you know, you don't have a ton of, I don't know, like water pieces for something with water, then you could just start getting stuff like that.
I have half a gray base plate full of water studs if anybody would like to make a purchase.
Hey, no
I
soliciting
got a lot of
in
water
the chat.
studs for my Scarif now.
I have a lot of water sets for my Scarif mock.
Jay, at the pick a brick wall, I'll take your entire stock.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna have as many water studs as Hunter, like Forever Lego Studios.
I know, right? Oh my god. Dude.
True. I would say David's Kashyyyk would give him a run for his money, but
Oh, not at all. Not even close.
He has like what is that? Like a 4x4 base plate mock. Like,
And
that's
it's just
a lot.
all water on the bottom. David's Kashyyyk, like, there wasn't that much water. Like, nearly
my
that
God,
much
what
water.
He's really high.
Yeah, he just had his water like really deep for some reason.
Did he even...
You also
He
have
just
to
poured it
realize
in,
had
didn't he?
his, like, I think 3 2x4s high.
I think
Whoa,
he had
really?
like 6 or 7 studs stacked on top of each other, and then the water liquid for the barrier.
I'm gonna go with Resistance A-Wing Starfighter.
There you go. I actually like that
Just for the
set.
minifigure. Lieutenant Connix. Just for the minifigure.
Good figure. It also comes with that boy, Snap Wexley. R.I.P.
I can add it to my A-Wing collection. I got like 5 others. I can show a lot of ships, but I'm not sure what to do.
I might borrow mock and you guys give me some feedback.
Yeah, sure. Show it off.
I'm excited to see this. I love Umbara mocks.
I think I'm gonna make it freeform. So I started on that, and then I got like the.
Terrain's looking really nice, I think. I like the crater.
Is that the ATRT design from... Can't think of their name right now.
The Packer 221. That's his.
It looks
Nice,
good.
nice.
Yeah.
It
I
looks
think
really
if I made
good.
it freeform, I think it would look a lot better. So I did a little bit of that there. But...
I really like the usage of the slopes on their sides, like mixed in with the plates for the craters. It actually looks really nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a couple more craters, and then I'm gonna do like a trench somewhere. I think.
Yeah. Maybe I should build an Utapau. I mean, an Umbara mock. Is that a
What?
gunshot?
Why am I blanking on that?
Are you gonna put like tentacles for like the tall trees?
Oh yeah,
Whatever you
I'm
call
gonna grow a lot of trees and then have some weird plants.
You just
I
inspired
have a plan
me.
to use like I've made a couple of tree designs. I'm planning to use like a lot of stud shooters so I can get rid of them and actually use them on something.
Oh, yeah. I'd give you
I
mine,
have
but
some
they're in the
advice for
trash.
Those plants from Bricks to You. I remember when he did his, so he used the like the stoplight piece. I don't know what it's called. It has the 4 studs on each side and then the stud on top.
2 studs on each side.
And he put translucent red studs on each side, and then he put a tube through them all, and he would stack them all, and it looked really cool.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. For me, I made a small one on my I made a mini mock of Umbara before this. I just recently destroyed it. And like I did for my trees, like what's it called, like a lot of like the round pieces on it. I don't know what they're called, so and like stud shooters. I think I did a pretty good job. A lot of like random pieces on the trees.
Can I show you guys my Umbara mock?
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
I didn't realize we had so many Umbara mocks to show today.
Who's showing it? Alright, comic. Nice.
Holy crap.
That looks incredible.
Dude, that's awesome.
So this was like part of the bunker I was talking about. There's actually a little light thing.
Yeah, turn it. We can't see it. Yeah. Hey.
Right?
But those Embarra troopers were not cheap.
Are they really?
I thought I saw them for like $3.
I mean, I didn't buy it off Brickley, so that's on me.
Oh, okay. That looks really good.
Oh, I like what you did for the gate with like the studs.
I have a lot of studs.
Clearly, I need to build an Umbara mock. This is freaking awesome.
Yo, maybe like the entire LEGO community could do like a huge collaboration for like Umbara mocks.
I really want to see someone make like the whole entire like landing field.
What do you mean?
Or why am I blanking on that?
It's the 501st mission on the Dark Planet, and like we see everybody in hard case dies. And
It's
Krell
the Pong
betrays
Krell
everybody.
episode. Hey, what's up, Forever Lego Studios?
Which season is that in?
4.
I've watched that Clone Wars series like 6 times. Still can't get tired.
Same here.
I've
I really
watched
want
a
to see
lot.
someone make a big Citadel mock.
That would be huge.
I've seen one. I can't think of the name right now, but he did the Citadel Tower.
Was it by like TWC Productions? I think his name is.
It
Looks
was
like a lot of clone faces.
It was a German creator, so I don't know how to pronounce his name.
I feel like Jay, didn't you say something like that you wanted to make that?
Oh yeah, I'd love to do a Citadel mock.
Oh yeah, you're right. TWC.
I would totes do a Citadel mock.
All right, so I got two somewhat controversial questions about the 501st set.
Uh-oh. What's up?
What do we think about the white hips, and what do we think about putting blue arms on them?
I don't have a problem. I'm honestly surprised that many people are having an issue with it. Like, I think the white hips looks fine. I think it's accurate. It just makes sense. I also don't mind them not having blue arms, because most of their arm just isn't blue. Like, the arm should be white.
Printing, but that was a stretch.
Like, arm printing would be fantastic. Obviously, that's perfect, but if you had to choose between solid blue and solid white, I mean, the arm is mostly white, so...
I feel like getting if you really care that much about the arm printing, then you might as well just go get them from the one.
From Firestar.
Yeah, the Firestar.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Or just
Do we
switch
think
the
that
arms out
Clone
with blue
Wars will
arms.
mesh well with the new ones.
Like in the same build? No.
No, all right.
I mean, the helmet, the helmet design, like especially with the gray in the cheeks, it just wouldn't look good. Like the Clone Wars one looks significantly under detailed compared to it. You know.
True.
My only complaint is that it's just not the movie version. Other than that, I think
It's partially the movie version. It's like a combination
like
of the two.
a hybrid of like the Clone Wars and then the movie.
Right. How did I screw this up? Did I?
I do like the toe printing. I did think that was a nice.
The
touch.
toe printing was shocking. I was super surprised to see that.
You can tell they paid a lot of attention into the smaller details by doing that toe printing.
But yeah, we can't get arm printing.
I don't know what it is about arm printing with like Star Wars figures that's just like they only
Get
do
from
it for
Firestar Toys.
yeah.
They must be hard to print because they're so small or something. Like to do two different colors.
But like they do tons of arm printing, just not in Star Wars. Like they do it a lot in every other theme, basically.
Does anybody else get triggered about the droid gunship and the AT-AP Walker for I think from 2019? They call the gunner battle droids Kashyyyk battle droids, or is that just me?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was
so
that was weird.
What do you guys think about like the LEGO conventions? Do you think they're gonna happen or?
It's so hard
Like
to
it's
say
in
at this
Chicago.
point. I mean, I hope so, but there's
Yeah.
no way to
I
really
mean,
know.
they sent out an email like Brickworld Chicago, like that, like you need, like if you're gonna get your money refunded, it's gonna be by like April 30th for like registration.
Hey Jay, did you already buy tickets to Brick Fiesta?
I did not know. Things are just very uncertain right now. The dark side clouds everything.
I'm not
Trevor
gonna
says, if not
register
arm
for
print, then at
Brickworld
least
until,
dual
like,
molded
a
arms.
couple days before.
I agree, Trevor.
I know
But-
that Comic Callisto is canceled, but were you planning on displaying anything there?
Yeah, I was gonna be my Razor Crest.
What do you guys think of a remake of the 327 Troopers?
What is that? I don't know what that is.
Is that the yellow markings?
Yeah, the yellow markings. Like, in the newer style.
Oh, by remake, you just mean like an actual like current one?
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be great. Like, I guess up to this point, if you really want it, you could just use the Clone Wars 212 for that. Like, that's what I would do if I needed to. But, yeah, I mean, it'd be great. Like, I'll take any clone. Like, we've been just so starved of clones lately. I will literally take anything. Like, any just new clone in a set, I will take.
At this point, I just want more of the plain Phase 2 Clone Troopers.
That'd be nice.
Before I get all
That would be great.
What's up, First Order Lego? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I gotta go, guys. Thanks for having me on.
All right, see ya. Take care, man. Thanks for coming.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Which one is the plain Phase 2 Clone Troopers?
Just
It-
white.
Yeah, it came in the Turbo Tank Micro Fighter. That's the only set it ever came in.
Don't forget about that advent calendar now.
Yeah, it came as there was like a Santa Claus, not even Santa. It was just a clone trooper with a Santa hat, and then another one of the builds had the helmet in it. So yeah, that is correct.
And they're like anywhere from like $15 to $20, I think.
It's ridiculous. I have one of how many does each person in this chat have? I have one.
I don't have one. I didn't buy either of those, and I very much so regret it.
Damn, I only have one.
These are dark. Like I said, I will literally take any clone. Any clone in a set, I'll take.
Also, something really cool about the Rocket Trooper, or the Jet Trooper. I think it was in the trailer for the Clone Wars, but you see them flying around with the, like the Tri-Droids, and like destroying, like blowing up a couple.
On
So I
Mandalore?
think that'd be nice. I think it's gonna have to be Mandalore or like Megiddo or something, because it was like on a bridge.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. Trevor says he has 0, but he doesn't need any. Why do you not need any, Trevor? Everyone needs clones.
Everybody needs clones. Come
Especially plain Phase 1s.
My clone army right now is too massive, actually.
Too
It outpowers
massive.
Everything else. Well, I mean, kind of compare it to my Sith army that I've been building.
If it's too massive, man, I'll go ahead and take some off your hands if it's just too much.
Oh,
on. Yeah, you know, is this a charity foundation?
Yeah. I'm just trying to do my part, trying to help out. I would hate for you to be inconvenienced by having too many clone troopers.
Yeah, let us
I don't
help
think
you
it'll
with that
ever
big
be an
burden.
inconvenience, guys.
I have the Lego Star Wars the video game 3 poster on my wall right now.
That's such a weird poster to have. Like
Hey,
that
I
one
bought
of all
the
of
game
them.
and it came with the game, so it's just there.
I still have not played that game.
I think it was a good game, but it only had like seasons 1 and 2 of the Clone Wars, and I think like 1 mission of season 3.
Oh, that's annoying.
I have the Nintendo 3D version and it had like less missions on it.
That's even more annoying. I wonder if the new Lego Star Wars game will have any Clone Wars stuff on it.
Who remembers watching Ambush for the first time?
You got to be more specific. What is Ambush?
The very first episode of the
First
Clone
episode.
Wars.
Oh.
I have Yoda.
I think so. I remember it wasn't that long ago. I only like first watched the episodes when
Jack
like in 2014.
breathes fire and Yoda on the planet with the meeting for King Katuko.
I remember
little fly
watching it
people.
the next day, and it was that morning I was getting ready to go to school.
Did you watch it like when the show first premiered on TV?
Yeah, I did.
Wow, that's some dedication.
I did not start watching the Clone Wars till 2011, and I saw season 1 on Blu-ray at Best Buy. It was right after my house got totaled by a tornado.
Oh,
So we had
damn.
like a bunch of insurance money. So I was like, hey, can I get this?
So you spent it all
Exactly.
on Clone Wars DVDs.
I
I have
vaguely
season 1, 2, and 3.
I vaguely remember seeing the Clone Wars movie at AMC.
I remember watching the original Clone Wars on DVD. Those are some good times.
The miniseries was great. I love that.
Oh yeah. Good times.
Since I wasn't
Can't
around
see
for
at the
that,
moment.
somebody gave me the disc, and it was great.
So Jay, since I can't see at the moment, how is the Star Destroyer going?
Not very well. I've like messed up on this thing so many times that I'm kind of embarrassed.
It's that damn black piece, right?
It's not just the black piece. The black piece is still annoying me. Yeah, the black piece has just thrown everything off. No, it's just like I don't know, just like the way I have this positioned, but I don't know. I've messed up far too many times on this thing. I think I just need a more simple Lego set to build.
I always
What
struggle picking mine up.
What did Trevor say? I think it was Trevor that said this. Bricklink, you could get like 40 plaques, or you get 12 plaques for like $40.
Yeah.
I said, hey, there goes my 40. It can go towards something good.
I want to blow my super chat donations on plaques. Where is 2x2?
Someone did ask earlier in the chat, though. I did notice that they asked how much the set actually cost.
Yeah, it's 700.
Jay, did you pay $350 for yours?
I might have. I actually did. So I actually didn't even pay that much.
You actually work for Lego?
I work at a Lego store, yeah.
Oh, so you get a nice Lego employee discount. That's nice.
Yep.
I would totally work at my store, but it's like an hour and a half away.
To be fair, my store is an hour away.
That's not bad.
Trevor says,
Lego
"What's the
is
most
an essential
expensive
job
part?"
right now?
Yeah, it's not. Trevor says, "What's the most expensive part you've ever bought?" It's a great question. What was it? It's actually in this set. It was an 8x8 dish in light bluish gray. So originally, this only came in the original, like Lego Imperial Star Destroyer, and it was in light bluish gray, which means it came in the more rare version of that set, because that set came in light gray and light bluish gray, like later on in its production run. And I needed 2 of those for the head of my AT-AT walker, and I think I spent $35 and $25 on like per one of those to get both of them, because they were so hard to come by back in the day. I don't think I've gotten anywhere close to that in terms of spending ridiculous money on one part. Shout out to Luke Bills for the dono. He says, "Hey Jay, just asking if it's okay to join the call." I guess it's been a while since I've added people. What's your email? I was really just trying to focus on actually not screwing this build up, and I think I'm getting there. I wish someone had instructions for a minifig scale turbo tank. I'm not talented enough to design one, but I'd love to have one. I want to build one. I would love to build a minifig scale turbo tank. I just hope you understand how giant of a build that would be. Like, that would literally
Have you
be
seen
massive.
David's?
I mean, that one's maybe like half minifig scale. Yeah, that was designed by Luke. No, who designed that? Who designed the turbo tank that David has? I forget his name.
I don't know the builder, but I know that thing is a beast.
Oh, the brick puke. That's it. But yeah, that one's huge, and even that one's not minifig scale. King Dibby says, I know what I'm wishing for. Yeah, no, I mean, I would love to build one. It would just be so massive.
I gotta ask how Starkiller Base is going.
Starkiller's going very well. I think this upcoming episode's going to be super fun. I'm just exclusively working on Snoke's throne room right now. And I'm using some pretty interesting build techniques for it, I'll say.
How is everything going after the collapse of the bins?
Actually, everything's mostly, well, not everything. Everything that had fallen is taken care of by this point. I've been doing a decent amount of sorting lately, so a lot of my collection is actually in decent condition right now. I was looking for parts the other day, and I realized I have a lot more to sort than I thought I did, but it's okay. We're gonna take care of that at some point. I just feel like I have so many things I'm working on, whether it be the secret project, sorting, Starkiller, so much to keep up with. But I'm trying my best to be a well-rounded builder, as they say.
You still do need the troopers, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully they don't take too long to get there.
Hello?
Who is this?
Hello, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, dude?
Nothing really. Just working on my mock.
Ooh, what are you working on?
So I'm working on the clone barracks from the Clone Wars series. So you remember the scene where Captain Rex and Commander Cody led the cadets into the barracks?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
They used the scene where all of them came out of the sleeping pods and attacked droids.
Yep, that's where 99 dies.
Yeah, that's the scene I'm working on right now.
That actually sounds awesome. I was playing Battlefront. So one, I was watching that episode the other day, so it's very fresh on my mind. And two, I was playing Battlefront, and that's where you start actually, if you do instant action on Camino. So I know exactly what you're talking about. You care to show it off, or are you still working on it?
I don't really have my camera's really not working. My cousin sort of broke it, so I'm gonna have to get a new one or fix it. But it's sort of in a work in progress. I started it after I got back from Virginia last year.
So how big is it going to be when you're done?
It's definitely been a challenging to build.
King Bibby says, Jay, I know you had your next mod chosen. Has the 501st set release changed your mind? Kind of, yeah, actually. I will say my next mock is definitely in motion. So we'll see. I mean, I'm really inspired right now to do something Clone Wars related, so it could be that. We'll see how I feel at the time. There's a lot of time between now and then. I would, at this point, just really like to get anywhere close to finishing Starkiller. That would be fantastic.
You still have, half of it left to do?
I'm probably, have 40%. Because I've done, half of the interior now. So I'd say I have a good 40% of the mock left to do.
I hear some hardcore breathing.
I also hear some hardcore breathing.
These build sessions get intense, bro.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
You're fine. I just had to say something about it. Guess I'm Darth Vader going there.
Could you imagine? Oh my god.
Hey.
That'd be like, if I had like a full Vader suit, it would be pretty entertaining to like do an entire stream building something in a Vader suit.
Do it.
I don't have a Vader suit, so.
Oh, come on, man.
It'd have
I think
to be.
I got a Vader mask, but it's like a.
That would just be so uncomfortable to have like a giant Vader helmet on your head and have to be like looking down at parts, then looking up at the screen.
And trying to talk to us.
Exactly. Kane Debbie says, earlier you said you didn't plan on taking Stark to any conventions. So I actually changed that a while back. If it still happens, I will be taking Star Killer to Brick Fiesta. So that's my plan. Excited for the Lego A-Wing? No. Are you guys excited for the UCS A-Wing coming?
Hashtag complete the fleet.
I guess I'm excited for it.
That's good. I'm glad someone's excited.
Collection.
I mean, I'll get it just because that's what I do at this point, but I don't know. It's not exciting to me.
You just get sets at this point?
Apparently, man, that's what my life has come to. Lego releases set, I buy set. What did you say?
Oh yeah, that's right. You supported the Nebulon B instead of the gunship thing, Jay.
The Nebulon B trigger one, that would have been really nice.
That would have been fantastic. It's
Yeah, I think I
Nebulon
supported
game.
that. I didn't really want another gunship. That's just my opinion. I think we have too
Let alone
many.
an oversized one.
So I
Yeah.
have the unpopular opinion right now.
Trevor says, I was really impressed with those crates you
David's
designed.
gonna buy, like,
Appreciate
20
that.
of them, probably.
I'm getting at least one.
Only one?
Only
I
one.
don't have that much money. I save up from birthday, Christmas, and doing like random stuff, like whether it be shoveling driveways of snow, raking
I
leaves, mowing lawns.
I understand. I was there once. I hear you.
Yeah.
Wait, were you saying earlier that your house was destroyed by a tornado?
Tornado. Yes.
Yes, 2011.
Wait, so where do you live where it snows and you also get tornadoes?
Oh, so I've moved around a lot because no.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, that literally sounds like the worst thing ever. Not only do you get blizzards,
Sounds like the Midwest.
but there's also
That's where I used
tornadoes.
to live. That's
Where I live now.
I was making like $100 a day shoveling driveways. It was incredible.
That's a lot of Lego
Wow.
sets.
$100 a day.
What'd you spend all your money on? Was it Lego? Tell me it was Lego.
No, of course. It was Lego, but it wasn't Lego Star Wars. It was a greater evil.
Uh-oh.
Jay, you think you're gonna go to Virginia?
If it happens, I will.
Okay.
I did buy some Ninjago sets. Not very proud of myself.
It was definitely better, I feel like, than 2018, because they put all the vendors in, like, the smaller section, like, in the back. So it was, like, all the vendors in one area, and then all the mocks were just in the big part of it, which I thought was better than they did in 2018.
Wait, so you said they did that in 2018, or
They did it. They just did it this year, but I
Oh,
think they're gonna
okay,
do it again next year or this year.
Gotcha.
It was a fun convention. I thought it was pretty.
Oh yeah, Brick Fair is awesome. I love that convention so much.
You get to meet like so many people from like all these different like okay, let me restart that. All these like places around the world, and you make like so many new friends and stuff. It's like a great experience.
Oh yeah, Lego conventions here. I'll do a plug. If anyone in the chat, I mean, if you're here, you clearly like Lego to some capacity. If you haven't been to a convention, like, go. It is literally the best Lego experience you'll ever have. Totally worth it.
I've only been to Brick Fair Charlotte, and I missed seeing Scarif, and I was so upset because I left at 11 and David got there at 12, so I only saw Castle.
You said Brick Fair Charlotte?
Yeah, in North Carolina.
Was that last
I've
year?
only
Or when was
Yeah,
that?
last year.
Oh, okay.
I
My
went
first major
to
convention was Brick Fiesta last year.
That was your first convention?
Technically my second, but it was like the first major one.
Gotcha.
I've been to a lot of conventions. I went to Virginia twice. My usual convention is Brick Fair, New Jersey, which is really fun to go to because it's like a smaller convention. I've been to Chicago once. That was 2019, and that was really fun.
Okay.
I got to for the
Did
first
we
time,
meet there?
a lot of people that I wanted to meet, which I thought was great. I got to meet you there. I got to meet Danny, which was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do at a convention because I don't have a booth to sit behind with friends and stuff to talk. So I just kind of be standing there.
You just make friends. It's not. Yeah.
I'm an extroverted person, but in that setting, there's so many big names out there, and it's scary.
It's not like that at all. I spend.
I don't really think it's like that. I mean, when I was in Virginia, 2019, I barely knew anyone, and when you first start to get settled in, you meet a lot of people, and they walk over to your booth and stuff, and they talk to you, and then you talk to them throughout the convention, and say you get their Instagram, and you keep talking to them throughout the year. I met a lot of nice people there. Everyone was so nice there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, who's really nice? Graham Builds. He's so nice. We talked a lot in Virginia.
Name definitely sounds familiar. I think I probably have met him. I've met so many people at conventions. It's so hard to keep up with. It's a lot.
It's like you guys are celebrities when you go to conventions. You got millions of kids coming up to you.
It's a lot. Just walking around every few minutes, especially at a bigger convention like Virginia or Chicago, people stopping you hey, I watch your channel, and it's great. I love meeting people. It's just it's an experience.
Well, you must meet a lot of people when you go to conventions.
It's got once I last year especially, I think it really stepped up. I think my first one where it was that was probably Brick World 2 years ago. People actually knew who I was. And then Brick World last year, I met a lot of people. Oh my god, is this a ×2? Oh my god.
Oh, you're gonna hate that part because, I think the way it works is you build the exact same thing, you put it on the exact same way, so they're opposites on each side, and it's really annoying.
Yeah, oh boy.
I did the exact same thing you did, so I understand.
I don't want to build this again. I already had enough trouble with it the first time.
It feels like when you go to a convention, you get no sleep. I got barely any sleep.
Oh yeah.
I would be out till 2 in the morning with people, and it was terrible. And then I'd have to wake up at 9 and get up and go to the convention. I was ugh.
Exactly, because the actual
thing about Virginia is that they have a Chick-fil-A right there, which is amazing.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, right? You the convention usually starts, or at least for us, starts at 9. So you have to get up before then to make it down. If you have a mock, you want to make sure it looks good before the public comes
Set
in.
it up and stuff.
Exactly. Then it'll usually end around 5, and that whole day, you're talking to people. And then after that, everyone's hanging out, and that's really the time I think for us to go see people's mocks, because during the convention hours you want to be with your stuff. Yeah. But once the actual convention is over and there's not the public in there, that's the time you want to spend walking around. I'll usually try to do a mock video of any convention I go to like that. So I make a point to go around and record stuff as well. I was just saying, I make a point to go around and record stuff, so I need to find time to do that. And then, of course, hanging out with friends, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's fun. Also, what I did is I would, during the public days, I just, go to, some of my friends' booths and stuff.
Exactly, yeah.
Talk to them, but at the end of the convention, you're right, I walk around, because if people come up to you, they ask you so many questions and stuff, and it's they're asking you about what you built, which it feels great. And
yeah.
It's Virginia's big. Like, I would get like 30,000 steps a day.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
It's crazy.
Real Lego Man Productions has a good question. He says, "Has anything ever stolen anything off of your mock at a convention?" So personally, no.
Yes.
Hold on one. So personally, no. But this was actually really annoying. We went to Comic Palooza. This was 2 years ago because we had Crate, and we brought whatever we had built for Crate there. And two of the Easter eggs we had Garrett's Deadpool figure and Garrett's Iron Spider figure. And someone took the Iron Spider figure. So it wasn't an actual like Lego convention. It was more people because it was like a big like Comic Con here in Houston. But yeah, like someone stole his Iron Spider figure, which he was really annoyed about.
Someone took my. Okay, so I made like a Django Fett, like a little scene. This was just like a little thing that I wanted to have, like just him and like I don't know. It was like a little scene on Geonosis. And so my friend Cody, he gave me these super like exclusive brick arms Mandalorian pistols with like a rustic look.
Oh, nice.
And the mold's never been made for them. And they're worth like a lot of money because no one has them really. And someone took them off my mock when I went to get food. And I went back and I was like, I was so angry because those are like really expensive.
That sucks. And I'll say for anyone in the chat,
why would
like
you
that
take
doesn't.
something off someone else's mock. It doesn't even belong to you.
I would say so in the chat. Anyone who's like never been to a convention, I will say that doesn't typically happen. Like I've never had anything taken off of my mock at an actual Lego convention. But I mean, you do. I mean, you just never know because that's the thing. Like when you have the public coming through as well, you just don't know. Like that's why you really need to stay by your mock or have someone watch it if the public is coming in. So it doesn't happen often. Like I said, I brought multiple large mocks and like Crate especially. Like there was no way for me to see the entire mock at all times because it was that big. But I mean, it can happen. So you want to make sure you have someone watching.
And the problem was that like when we'd be sitting at our booth, like little children would like go under the bar and start touching your thing.
That
and
happens.
Like the parents wouldn't even notice, and I'm like, excuse me, can you ask your kid to like?
That's the weird thing too, right?
Because like stuff off the mock.
Because like you don't want to be rude to someone's kid, but it's like, can you please watch them? Like
yeah.
Somebody knocked over David's AT. What is it called? The heavy.
The ATM6.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He knocked over that for his Scarif mock in Charlotte. I
wasn't the AT-ACT.
I saw it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I saw about that. I saw that.
I didn't see that.
And well, Matt took like some like kid, like swiped under the leg of the walker and just like fell on the mock.
Wow.
And he walked away.
Yeah.
He didn't even say anything. He was laughing the most. It was.
And Matt just happened to get that on camera?
Oh, no, he didn't get it on camera.
Oh, I was about to say.
He got them.
The kids.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he got like other people were just trying to rebuild it and try to fix it. But like, why would you do that? It's so.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. What's the point of doing that?
How much does it cost to get like a booth to present your mocks and stuff?
Depends on what convention you're going to. So like Brick Fiesta is pretty cheap. It's only $50, and that's not just space to display your mock. That's access to all the activities going on at the convention. Most like every convention also does a raffle, so
yeah,
you'll almost certainly end up with more stuff than you paid to get in. Like last year at Brick Fiesta, I think I got like the X-Wing, the most recent X-Wing set. And then the year before that, I got the Millennium Falcon set. So, like, there's a lot of value that you get at a convention, especially one like Chicago. Chicago's more expensive. Chicago's like I think $70 to $100 depending on what you do. Also, Virginia's kind of that same way.
I went to Chicago for one day because I really needed to go. Like, well, I also went to see my cousins because they live in Chicago, so it was like a win-win. But it was great because I've never been there, and you'd always see them in like video. You always see like the convention in videos and stuff.
Right. And
it was great to meet like Lego Buff Productions Danny. Oh, he's the best. He's so nice. Everybody else was super nice. You were nice to me too. I was one of the kids that gave you like that poly bag from Germany.
Was it the foil bag?
Yeah.
I have that, literally, it's in this bin right here. Okay, I know exactly who you are. Okay, I still really appreciate that. I don't have literally anything else like that, so I did really appreciate that.
Yeah, my cousin's fiance like brought me a lot of them back.
I remember you told me
So
that.
I had like
Yeah.
a ton of them, and I was like, you'd always want like the Star Destroyer or the Force Starter or whatever. So I
Right.
was like, yeah, I'll just give one to you.
Trevor says at Brick Fair while I was there was a lady with like 7 kids, and they were all they're unloading their bags on top of his display and knocked some of his stuff down. That is super annoying.
I would be so upset.
The one annoying thing that happened to me, this was at Legoland Star Wars Days many years back. I brought my AT-AT display, and there was like a snow speeder on train tracks going around the AT-AT, and little kids just could not help but to like try to reach for it because it was moving, I guess. So like if I would have left and came back, it would be knocked over because kids would knock it off the train. But this one little girl tried to grab it, and it fell off the table. And I wasn't super upset because it was like a little kid, like she didn't know any better. But one thing that was kind of cool was there was actually a guy there who was like, "Oh, I'll rebuild it for you." And I was like, "You want to do that?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And I was like, "Do you know how?" And he's like, "No," but there was another builder who had that same snowspeeder built. It's actually this one right here, the Larry Lars design. So he basically just like picked up the other guy's build and used that to rebuild mine, and I actually really appreciated that because I didn't want to have to rebuild it.
You know, I feel like there's like 2 different types of like kids that would be there. Like there's the younger kids who are like don't really know what they would do, like the girl that knocked over your thing.
Right.
And then there's kids that actually like know they're doing it and they're just doing it because they want to.
Exactly.
Those are what we call children who do not have any respect.
Exactly.
We don't like those children.
Like why would I don't get that at all.
Yeah. No, it's like
If
the
my mom ever saw me do that, she'd like I don't know, yell at me forever.
There's like the one kid who knocked over the statue of the character from Zootopia. It was a fox. I don't remember his name, but it was like the super intricate model, and someone just pushed it over for fun. Like such a scummy
Nick
thing
Wilde.
to do. Yeah, such a scummy thing to do.
It's just there's no point of doing it though. Like you're not gaining anything from it.
So, they're just evil people out there. Like, I don't know what to say beyond that. One thing that is kind of funny, I'll say, is when like people at the convention add or like do stuff to your mock, just out of like fun. Like whenever I what was it? Oh, the porg that I have, I don't know where it is. I think it's in Starkiller. But the little Lance the porg I have was actually a build that someone left on my mock because he had a bunch of them and that he was just like, putting in random places on people's builds. And like that was kind of a fun thing that we just had like going on. So he actually let me keep it. And another funny one I saw was when I went to Legoland Star Wars Days, Brick Plumber had his Hoth mock there, and he had the scene set up where like all the pilots and like just troops were like listening to Leia laying out the game plan on Hoth. So this one builder there, his name was Miro. He built like a big version of Leia, like a big minifig of Leia, and it was the Hoth version. So what he did, he actually like put that in Brick Plumber's mock and had like all the troops around her like looking up to it, like holy crap, that's a giant Leia, like she was giving the speech, and that was like just a funny scene he set up.
Nice.
I saw that video on YouTube, and when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, I know, it was fun. Like it was really nice.
Hey Jay, I actually have to head out, but thank you so much for having me on the stream.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thanks for coming on. Take care.
Alright, bye.
Bye. I'd be so sad if Virginia gets canceled because it's such a fun convention to go to.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when I went, I've been going the past 2 years, and it's just you meet so many people. Like you meet so many people in different like groups, like say military, Star Wars, and all different. Like I know a lot of people now from it on Instagram and stuff.
Right.
But it's great to meet the people that you like see these pictures.
Yeah.
Like you see these pictures of their mocks on Instagram, and you meet them in person, and you get to know them, and then you become like close with them. Like it's just a great experience.
Yeah, that's one of the nicest parts, to actually be able to like put a face to a lot of the names you see.
Yeah.
Also, just to see people's work in person. Like, I mean, it seems like we build a lot, and we see a lot of our own creations, but there is something just really special about going to a con and seeing that many mocks all in one place in person. Like, it's incredible.
And especially, like, what you're into, like, it gives you, like, confidence to show your mock somewhere.
Exactly.
But
see, I would be scared to bring a mock to a convention because I feel like I would get critiqued and people wouldn't like it.
That's not the experience at all. Like, so some people are just going to be a-holes, but like the community is usually pretty inclusive when it comes to all levels of builders. Plus, I mean, I don't think you really have much to worry about. Like it's a positive experience, I think, for most people.
No one's gonna really like just go up to your face and be like, your mock is terrible.
Right.
Like, they're gonna give you good feedback about it.
Because eventually I'd like to join Empire Lug so I could like hang out with everybody there and like be part of that group. You
just want to join so you can hang out with them? I'm sure they'll be more than willing to let you hang out with them if you're not in the Lug. I'm pretty sure.
I applied to Empire Lug to try to get in, and I'm like hoping that I get in because I really like. I also want to join a Lug, and I thought about Rebel Lug, and I was like, and then I was like, Empire Lug seems like a good opportunity to join because there's also like a lot of builders I want to like sort of get to know and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm hoping that I can get in. So my problem is that I linked my Instagram and like the online test they gave us, and I have like barely any pictures of my mocks on there because I haven't really been able to build anything because we had like a really bad flood in our basement. So we've been like cleaning everything up, and we had to like renovate it all for the past like 5 months. So it's been like really hard to take pictures of mocks when I can't really build because everything's like destroyed.
I feel you.
So I'm trying to like work on some mocks and stuff to take pictures of, so when they like look over my like application or my Instagram, like they can sort of see like I have mocks that I just don't post. But
right.
I'm just hoping that I can get in because I don't know.
Yeah, just keep working hard. I'm sure you'll be able to at some point.
Isn't there somebody in Rebel Lug that people don't like? I don't know who it is.
I don't know. I'm not gonna dive into that.
It's a lot of people in Rebel Lug. Jay, what do you think what was your favorite mock at Chicago?
Last year?
Yeah.
Oh god, let me remember what was there.
This is like a bad question, but I just wanted to know.
I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to remember what was there.
Mine was...
So Hunter's Hoth was there. I liked that.
That was good.
What else was there? Man, I can't... I've been to so many conventions. They all get... I would have to like watch my mock video, and I could tell you like specifically what I liked.
I think mine was probably... I like the Last Ropes collab. That was really cool.
That was nice. Yeah, that was cool.
The Geonosis, like the little side Geonosis mock. I forgot who made that. I don't know if that was Lego Clone. I think it was.
Oh wait, was Daniel's the Docking Bay 94 there?
Yeah, I think it was.
That was my favorite. Absolutely.
Oh, that was when I saw that for the first time. That looked exactly like I saw it in the movie.
Yeah, no, that was incredible.
Beautiful. And I was there with my mom, and she was like, "Wow," and she's like always watched Star Wars. Like she's like Star Wars too.
Uh-huh.
And I showed my cousin too, and he was like, "That's insane." But my problem is like financing everything.
Oh well, yeah, that's always the thing, right?
I'm not able to get a job yet. I don't know. I've been trying to get one, and then this whole coronavirus started.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to work as a caddy at a golf course.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Try to get money to like fund this, but now hopefully it reopens over the summer so I can work and get money. Cause my problem is I hate people paying for me and stuff. I try to do it myself, and
it's admirable.
I don't want anybody to pay for me. So I'm waiting for this job to come so I can order some more parts.
Same, dude. I always feel guilty.
Like, I don't really want my mom to pay for it. It's my hobby. I don't want her to pay for anything.
That's fair. I mean,
But
yeah.
she always, like, offers to.
What are you working on?
So, I'm working on 2 mocks. The first mock is the barracks, which I still need more light bluish gray bricks.
Right.
And my second mock, I still haven't figured out really what it is yet. I know it's a World War II sort of like French countryside.
Okay.
I'm working on like the shrubbery over everything, and I'm trying to make like a 1940 style gas station.
Oh, nice.
I thought that'd like fit in perfectly, like light blue and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I have to like still order a couple parts, but I'm trying to redo some like plants. But my problem is that when I like was building my barracks, I don't really like. I'm still stuck on how I'm gonna do the capsules, because I'm trying to make it so they just make it. It's not holding like up anything. Like it just be. I don't really know how to explain it. I'm like stuck.
Like
Yeah,
you want to make it functional where it can like pull in and out. Okay.
Exactly. I know how to do it. It's just I have to do it from the back, and I also have to incorporate lights,
Right.
so people can see like inside it. Because if there's not going to be any lights, no one's going to see the detail that I put in the back. Because you have no idea. I watched that episode like 20 times to get everything perfect.
Right.
And I did the lockers with the gold, the little back panels, the black panels with like the curves in them. I put all the tiles, like the spots with the black tiles. It's just been like my work in progress, but I can DM you a picture of it on Instagram.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I was gonna say, there's a guy on Instagram. I don't know if you know him. He actually built that exact thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's I was texting him. JB_777.
Yeah, exactly.
So my problem with that is that I don't think it's white and orange.
Yeah.
I think in my opinion, when I would see the scene, I think it looks more light bluish gray and gold. I know it looks more gold.
I feel like if you play Battlefront, I think it definitely looks white. I don't know about the accent color though.
I just thought it looked gray. That's my opinion, but I don't think it's definitely not orange. I know it's gold.
Okay.
That I know it's gold. I think the reason he didn't use gold is because gold is very like expensive.
Right.
But the best part about this was I found a huge bag of gold parts at Virginia, so I bought it, and I don't need any on Bricklink. But I think it's gray. It doesn't matter. I just built it in gray.
Yeah, I mean, it's build what you want to build in whatever colors.
Yeah.
I'm sure it looks fun.
But I think I gotta head out.
Okay, see ya. Take care, man.
Alright. I just hit the red button, right? It's not gonna end the call for the rest of you guys, right?
Yeah, no, it's ended for you. Yeah. I'm like missing a piece. Did I drop it? I think I dropped it. Oh, I did drop it. It's literally right here. Okay, perfect.
What was I doing? So how's Starkiller going?
It's going pretty good. I found some. I was trying. So Bob Bricks actually just tried to. I sent you the invite. I'll send it again. But I found some like really good reference material from Battlefront 2 for Snoke's throne room. There's like this really obscure area you can access that actually lets you see his not his throne room, like his hologram room. So once I found that, I was like, perfect, because in the film it's just so difficult to see because it's so dark during that scene. So hopefully once hopefully with that I'll be able to get all the details I need. There's also some lights I need to incorporate into it. There's just so much. I think it's gonna make a really impressive scene though. I
hate doing lights. Like lights are like I don't like doing them. And I DM'd you asking like what lights you used on I can't believe I'm like catching up right now.
Vardos.
Yeah, Vardos, sorry. And so I'm like, I ordered some lights, and now I have to incorporate them, but it's just I'm trying to figure out if I want to use a battery pack or just plug it into like my computer at a convention and just let it run.
I say so. Battery pack is nice because it's its own independent power source, so you can not have to rely on needing like an outlet nearby to display it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's ideal. If you know you can have an outlet wherever you go, then plugging it into the wall is the best solution because it'll never run out of power.
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends on like what situation you might be in while trying to display it.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping like if I can like get an Empire lug, which I'm really hoping I do, I want to put like my mock like near the outlet, so like right like behind it, like. But I don't know. I think it looks good so far, and I've been into Lego for since I was 4,
Okay.
and I'm like 14 right now, and I didn't really ever take it seriously until I saw until I made a Lego Instagram, and I took it more seriously, and I started to build mocks.
Right.
And now I'm actually like on a level that I think for my age is like pretty good.
Yeah, I wish I was building mocks at 14. Oh my god, that would have been...
I mean, I've just been into it like forever. It's insane. I've been going to Brick Fair, New Jersey since 2011.
Wow, okay.
I've been going. It's crazy because it's like, and my teacher always calls me Luke Skywalker.
That's pretty funny.
Which is really funny. He's like, so during math, he'll just call me that. So it's annoying, but it's funny. And I don't know.
I wish I could have convinced my teachers to call me a Star Wars name.
Like, I just feel like it's a great hobby to do.
Oh, it's
you're passionate
amazing. It's just a nice creative outlet. Like, there's literally there's nothing you can't do with it. So
yeah,
there's
like,
so many possibilities.
Besides, like, circles. That's really it.
Oh, yes. Imagine that. Building circles is tough.
That's so hard. But I'm thinking of another mock I might want to do. So I'm trying to bring these 2 mocks. So if I get into Empire Look, I'm going to try to display the barracks at the Empire Look table.
Uh-huh.
And then I also have, like, some World War II friends, or, like, the history buffs.
Uh-huh, yeah.
That want me to display, like, my French countryside there. So I was also thinking of building... Do you remember this scene in the Clone Wars where a droid strike team from the Republic... remember, like, Whack and R2-D2 and all, like, the droid forces?
Is that the Meeber Gascon arc?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
So, the ship they went to go take the chip and went to go, like, see the Dreadnought. I think I want to build that. Not the Dreadnought itself. The ship they were transporting the card on. Let me see if I can find a picture of it, and I'll send it to you.
Okay. I was say I don't really remember the ship.
I'm not good at explaining stuff. I'm like really bad at that.
No, you're fine. Hockey Draft says, "Who is your favorite individual clone?" Who are you guys' favorite clones?
Oh wait, I can't hear you.
I'd say, who are you guys' favorite clones?
Ooh, that's tough.
I gotta go with Rex. Rex is.
Well,
Rex
when
is
I was a
awesome.
kid, actually, I still am a kid pretty much. Probably Hardcase. Hardcase was my favorite because he was so like energetic. I just loved it. Now, probably, I don't remember his name. I have to try to remember it.
What does he look like?
Go back. Let me find his name really quickly.
Is someone watching something? What even is that?
I have no idea. They're watching Star Wars, I think.
I don't know what that is.
It sounds like a TV show.
I'm trying to figure out who it is, though.
It just says Bob.
Is that coming from him?
It's not me. I don't have a TV down here.
It ain't from me either.
I have no idea.
What is happening right now?
But okay, back to I think right now my favorite clone is probably Wolf.
Okay, Wolf looks
I think
pretty
it's
awesome.
So I loved seeing him in the Clone Wars, and he was like that perfect soldier, sort of. Besides Rex, because Rex is the best.
Oh, yeah.
But I just like the gray contrast on his armor, which is cool.
Oh, yeah. I
So
like the
I
Wolfpack design
bought
quite a
him-
bit.
Sorry.
I was saying I like the
bought him
Wolfpack.
from 80 Figures, and I was like so happy when he came in, and now he's just. I wanted to make a mock with him, but he wasn't in that many battles really during the show
Yeah,
or
he
anything
wasn't.
else. So I'm trying to find like stuff he's been in. I don't know. I've been researching a lot.
Let's make a Wolfpack gunship.
Oh yeah.
The last Brickbender says he built the Mantis from Fallen Order. I'd actually love to see that. Okay, so we're gonna try something. Bob, can you mute your microphone real quick so we can figure out what the heck is going on?
I
Bob?
don't even think he's here.
Nah, but it ain't me though. It is me.
Alright, Nate. I think it's you. Are you watching something?
I'm not. I'm just in a room where I have something going on. Hang on.
Okay.
Because my
Is it
other
me?
headset. No, it's probably me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Alright.
What the heck? I think I got an idea.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Trevor
sure.
says his favorite clone is
Favorite.
Palpatine. That upsets me on so many levels.
Jay, what's your favorite crime syndicate?
That's such an interesting question. I can't say I have a favorite one. I mean, I know, like, there's the Crimson Dawn. Do we consider the Pikes to be a crime syndicate?
Jabba's crime syndicate. The Hutts.
I'll probably go with the Hutts because they're gangsters.
I don't know. I like the Pikes. I think they're my favorite.
Pikes
I don't know,
look
I
cool.
like how they look.
Yeah, I'd say they look
I was
cool.
watching the episode this morning. I was watching the new Clone Wars episode this morning.
Don't talk about it because I haven't seen it.
Okay, I won't say anything.
Okay.
I won't spoil it. But when I was watching it, I just like the Pikes. Like, I like their whole like area. Like, their empire is like so big. It's
Gotcha.
crazy the rule they have on their planet. Like, they can just like take someone out of their house and just send them to jail if they want.
Oh, wow. We can't
So
take behind
are
us
you gonna
there.
do a Geonosis mock if you want to, like after Starkiller?
I'd love to. This is a matter of getting the parts. You know, there's so much dark orange I need and the slopes. Those parts just aren't readily available right now.
If you do it, I have a large collection of dark orange that I would definitely give you to.
I'm just
Make
curious,
that
where
mock.
did you get this large collection of dark orange?
Okay, so 2018, that was my favorite color,
Okay.
like ever. I don't know what was into me.
Like not even in Lego, just in general.
No, just in Lego.
Oh,
Not
okay.
really. But so, whenever I would be on Bricklink and I need to order parts for a mock, I'd always go and see if they had any dark orange in stock.
Gotcha.
So I would order all the dark orange in the store. So now I have like 80 to almost 100 2x8s in dark orange.
Wow. Okay.
So I will give them to you if you really need them.
I would certainly appreciate that once the time
Yes,
comes.
I don't use them. I probably wasted a lot of money, and they're just sitting in like one of my stack-on drawers, and I think it'd go to better use giving it to you.
I feel you.
And I just bought 2 new stack-ons because I have the same problem you have.
Not being able to
I pushed
close
too hard
drawers.
on my desk, and 2 of my stack-ons fell and they broke.
Oh man.
So all the parts fell on my mock, and
Oh,
it like
no.
broke part of it. and I was just like, I literally stood there for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, I don't even want to do anything.
Yeah, that's how it feels. It's just like I don't
How
want to
long
live
did it take you to
anymore.
sort all your parts though? Because you had a lot of them fell though. Yours did.
I had just a lot of hours. It was a lot. I was just sorting so much. Like, it took a long time.
So
That's basically just all I did for 2 days. For 2 days, all I did was sort that.
do you have a Lowe's in your? Are there Lowe's in Texas?
Yeah, we have those.
Okay, my opinion, I have like 8 of the Lowe's stack-ons. They're great. You know why? They like clip.
They actually
into each other
connect.
so they don't move.
Exactly. Yeah, I saw that.
Those are really good. So I bought some of those. Now I have like a ton of them. So that's why I like them so much, because they clip in, and if you push it on the table, they're not gonna really fall.
Right.
Which.
Yeah, mine's don't clip in. They just kind of sit on each other.
Yeah, I have one of those, and I was like, this is not really a great investment, because if I keep stacking them, they're gonna fall, and then it's gonna keep happening.
Well,
And I don't really want to damage my wall, because I'll like make a huge hole in the wall probably.
Yep. Hockey Draft says, Jay, how do you feel about the Andre Hopkins leaving? Let's not talk about that.
Hey Jay,
Hey, what's up, dude?
what do you? I'm trying to build the inserts U-wing. What do you think about it? Is it worth it or what?
Absolutely. I love Abbott's. Mine's sitting right here. It is freaking incredible.
I swear that is the most beautiful mock I've ever seen.
Dude, it's so nice. Like, oh my, I love that thing so much. Like, there's some just really interesting building techniques as well. So if you just want to, like, have an interesting build, you'll definitely appreciate it. Plus, once it's done, it's beautiful.
Alright, thanks man.
Yeah, no problem.
You know, I've been like absorbing a lot of collections the past year probably,
Uh-huh.
and I have like so much. I have so many stack-ons, and it's getting to the point where I have like a nice corner desk that my dad and I built.
Okay.
I don't know, it's like a couple feet long, and it's getting to the point where it's almost higher than the ceiling and longer. And my ceiling, like, this is like I have like a little room in my basement. It's like has all my Lego in it,
Uh-huh.
and it's getting to a problem where I need to get another table probably and just have it on the side. Because I have all these collections that I've got. Like, 2 of my cousins gave me all their Legos,
Right.
and my friend Sean gave me all his Legos. It was like a huge bin of Lego, and the problem was that there was so much like fake Lego into it.
Oh.
But in it, I had to clean all of it. Then I had to look through it all and find all the fake Lego and throw it out. Which, trust me, was the worst thing ever. It took me 4 days to do all of it.
I can imagine. Having to.
Oh my god, it was terrible.
That sounds.
How's everything sounding now? Am I okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound fine.
Yeah, I had to step into my room.
Did you have you installed your new microphone?
Well, I did get that headset. It works well. I plugged it into the phone, but like the mic itself, you guys can't hear me at all. So I don't know what's up with that.
That sucks.
Jay, it seems like a lot of your parts are like bulk.
Yeah, it's getting to that point.
Because like whenever we'd see like or I would notice like you have like so many big bags of just like the same part.
Yeah.
And like I wonder like, so when you like order on Bricklink, like do you order a lot of parts?
It depends. So
say you don't use some.
So a lot of those big bags you've seen are most likely pick-a-brick parts, which I just buy a lot of, right? Like, you just fill up the cup and get them. So, like, basic brick I just have a ton of just various sizes, because since I've just been doing Lego, I've been doing mocks, and I've been wanting to do large-scale mocks. So I'll be, like, you know, in a store, and if they have, like, a 1x3 brick, and I'm like, I don't have a ton of 1x3 for filler, I'll just buy a bunch of it in whatever color to have in case I need filler 1x3. So like 1x1s, 1x2s, 1x3s, 1x4s, 1x6. Like I'll try to get a bunch of in whatever color just so I can have it just for filler. And if I just need that color to build with, and I can use it in that instance as well. I don't really place a ton of what you'd call like bulk bricklink orders. Just depends on what I'm working on. So it's a case by case basis. But a lot of like the big bags you've seen, like when I'm working on something in the actual like Crater Star Killer room, I have like all my bulk stuff there.
Yeah, I was just wondering that for like the longest time, and because like whenever you make like videos, there's just a huge bag of parts. Like, bag.
Yeah, I've just been collecting for a while.
Like me, I just have like a lot of. The only really bulk parts I have are, I'm trying to think of this. I have probably like 2,000 2x2 dark red tiles.
Okay, like a cup's worth.
Yeah, I live like really close to Matt, so we go to the same Lego store.
Right.
So we both like invested into that, and then I have like a ton of 2x2 masonry brick.
Gotcha.
Did I say 2x2? Sorry,
1x2. Yeah.
And I have a lot of leaf pieces, and I just have a couple draws for bulk, but not that many. Mostly I try to like do I try to get like terrain colors like dark green, medium flesh tone, brown, dark brown, dark tan. Cause those are like the mocks I like to make. Like I like to make historical mocks, and then besides whenever I'm doing like another Star Wars mock, I try to make it like outside.
Right.
Like I was thinking of making like a little Hoth mock, because I had an idea when I saw yours. I wanted to make like a little.
This one right here.
I don't know, like the outside trench sort of part.
Oh, okay.
So I try to get I try to build my collection on lots of different colors like that, not just having like a lot of, I don't know, window pieces or something.
Right, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, same. So window pieces, actually, don't sleep on those. Those make great filler, and they're light. So if you see a bunch of window pieces, like on a wall or something.
Yeah, I have a bunch of them too, because when I first like got into Lego, it was like only City, nothing else. I didn't like anything else, even though I liked Star Wars. So I probably have 100 door frames.
Okay, yeah.
Because I use those for filler when I need them for like a big mock.
Oh, yeah.
I buy so many like city things, like say like the police station or like a house or
the police stations especially usually all come with tons of like door frames.
And they also
windows.
came with like huge like huge bricks, and now you use those for filler too. Which are insane.
So MPM had a good question. He says, Jay, what's your dream Battlefront 2 base mock? Probably Camino. I really love the Camino level on Battlefront 2. Or map, rather.
Let's be honest, Ryan's the best Camino mock.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, it's insane. No one can beat it. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I mean, I've thought about doing Camino, but why even try at this point?
Why even try? He beat us at everything already. We shouldn't even like do anything. He's too good for everyone.
I'll just do a Kashyyyk. I don't think anyone's ever done a good Kashyyyk mock.
No, I don't think anybody has.
Yeah.
At all.
MPM says, ooh, Camino would be amazing. It's such a fun map to play. Exactly. Yeah, it's incredible. Like, I love that map so much.
Jay, do you play the, what's it called? The old 2004 Battlefront?
Like the original Battlefront game?
Yeah.
I mean, I did when it was like back in the day, like when it came out, but
like I have it on my PC.
Hold on, and anyone in the chat who's like freaking out, the point was, yes, I know David built Kashyyyk. That was the point of the joke. Yeah. Everyone's like, what about David? I'm like, that was the point. That was literally the point.
He was joking about it. But I mean, I was too young to actually get it when it came out, because I wasn't even like born or anything.
Oh wow.
So
okay.
I downloaded it on my PC because my cousin was telling me about it, but he has it on his PS2.
Me too.
So
that's what I have.
Whenever I play on it, it's like amazing. But I love Battlefront. Like before, probably last year, like when Fortnite was still really big. It's big, but not like as big as it was. Like I would stay home over the summer and not do anything. Like I'd just be inside all day playing Xbox, and it was the worst choice I could have ever made. Cause I wasted so much time and a lot of money on like Fortnite.
Oh,
And
sorry.
I'd also
That's
always play
something.
Battlefront.
It's something
But
you just
I
had
don't
to go
buy anything on
through.
Battlefront. I hate it. I hate Fortnite so much. Whenever people talk about it, I'm like, I'm leaving. I don't even want to.
It's a name I've not heard in a long time. Fortnite.
Yeah. My friend has spent so much money on that game, and he doesn't even play it anymore. But I mean.
Yeah, spend your money on Bricklink orders instead. They'll last longer.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I really spend my money on. Because whenever I get money, I either save it or put it towards this. But, I don't know. I don't really play that many video games anymore. If I need to, like, I'll go on my PC and, like, play Battlefront. But I'll do that, like, if I'm really bored and I'm not doing anything.
Holy crap,
But
that's really nice. Trevor just sent me a mock of some Camino barracks that looks really good. Trevor has all these secret builds that we never see until whenever. Dude, that is sweet. He sent it to me, so I don't know. What's your Instagram? I can send it to you.
Oh.
If that's okay. I don't know. Well, first, is that okay, Trevor?
Luke Builds.
Oh, he texted it to me, actually.
But I'll also just play, like, Battlefield 5 too. That's such a fun game.
To Luke Builds official. He says, yeah, send it. Yeah, this looks incredible. Like, Trevor, you want to do a Camino collab? Alright, I just sent it to you, Luke.
Okay. Jay, you should do some stop motion again.
I know. I've been wanting to, especially like I think with this quarantine that's happening, you'll definitely see a stop motion for me sometime in the near future.
Definitely should. We have so much time and like just nothing.
I would certainly like to. I have no reason not to at this point.
Why am I not getting this?
Your Instagram was Luke Builds Official, right?
No, that's not my Instagram.
Uh-oh. Someone got
It's
that then.
Luke _2_ builds.
Okay. Well, Luke Builds Official also has your Camino. Oh, I see yours. Okay, my bad. Alright.
Okay. When you said official, I was like, what do you mean official?
I mean, apparently you're not the official Luke Builds.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god.
I know, right?
See, that was my idea, to use those tiles, but I was just gonna fill them in with like the smaller curved pieces instead.
Yeah, I got you.
That's awesome.
Trevor, did you also do the inside of the pods? Like, do they pull out? Are there?
Well, did he like? Who did this? He did.
Trevor 04 in the chat, yeah.
Oh crap! That's so cool.
Trevor says he likes to have some secrets.
I have an idea for the inside of the pods. I already know like how I'm gonna make it, but I have to make it. I have to see like the amount of space I still have to do this in between like the columns, because I made it. You can see his columns are like not that like wide. Mine aren't that wide, but mine have like the lockers that are like a snot technique that I did.
Okay.
So it's like headlight bricks, and then it connects all the bricks.
I got you, yeah.
That looks so cool. Wow, that's great.
I asked Trevor if he wants to do a Camino collab, and he said Camino is hard. Okay.
I'll do a Camino collab.
Alright, let's do it.
I already started it, but when I saw this, when I like thought of the idea of doing it, I thought like no one did it besides people like doing it like on digital. So I thought like I think I can do it pretty good, but
Right.
I think it's come out pretty good. But like the only person I've actually seen build it, like in Lego, is the JB77.
Right, yeah, same.
But this guy's like his Instagram is insane. Like he has so many parts and stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's hard to compete though, because like some people say like have so many parts and they're building something that you're building, they can get it done way quicker because they have like way more parts than you do and way much more money. Like they have. So it's taken me like 3 months to do this because I don't have that much money.
I feel you. I mean, that's why. I mean, if you're just having to build it a small scale, like just focus on the technique. Like even the smallest build can do something so interesting that you can captivate people from that.
I wanted someone's opinion on this. So for the mock, do you think I should make? There was 2 scenes that I saw. One scene was with Domino Squad, like putting their like stuff away and like opening the pods and stuff. Or do you think I should do the scene with
the cadets,
like Rex and Cody and the droids and the cadets?
I say definitely do the cadet scene.
Okay, because I found a good way to make the cadets, this was a pain to do because I had to order little tiny stub legs.
Yeah.
And I figured out the haircut and I did that all, so those are all done.
Mm-hmm.
But I just need to order now from AB Figs a Rex, a Cody, and Fives. Who else was it? Was it Echo?
It was Fives and Echo. Rex, Cody, Fives and Echo.
Yeah, so I have to order those.
I'm so proud of myself for knowing that, by the way.
Yeah, which is probably going to be like $80. So.
Right.
Or I can just get him from him in Virginia, and he'll probably give me a discount. I don't know. But.
Well, I think I'm done with this. Hopefully I did it correctly. I guess I have one to compare it to. Oh, I'm missing an entire section.
Has that been a tough build to do?
I've messed up a lot more than I should.
I mean, my cousin got it, and he said that it was a pain to build, but he did it in like a week.
I think if I wasn't streaming and I was actually just focusing on the build, it'd be fine.
Yeah, but streaming's so much more fun.
Oh yeah, no, I don't mind it at all. It's just like I've messed up more than I probably normally would just from having not paid as much attention as I should.
Yeah. I try to really not buy sets, because I mean, since I'm like a mock builder, if I really want to build something that there's a set of,
you just build
someone
it.
already made like a better design of it.
Right.
And unless it's like a UCS set, I'm not gonna really buy it. But I'm gonna buy the 501st Battle Pack.
Right. I generally agree. Like, I mean, there's always a really nice mock build of any given Star Wars set, especially. Mm-hmm. But I would say sets are just nice for one because of the parts. Like, you just get new parts for cheap. Like, that's probably one of the best things. And also, you can just see like interesting build techniques Lego is using. Like, if it's a new part that not a lot of people have built mocks with, then you get to see not only that part, but also how Lego is using it. So there's value, and of course, minifigs.
Would you also be willing to say spend $100 on like, I don't know, like a 2,000 or 1,000 piece set?
Wait, what do you mean?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Sorry. Like, would you be willing to spend like, I don't know, like a lot of money on parts that you? I mean, necessarily.
Oh, like so parts versus a set.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, unless I'm doing a part draft.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, yeah, it just depends. Like, I mean, I buy a lot of Lego sets in general, so you know.
I mean, I don't really have like a huge collection like M&R or like anybody else, but I mean, I have a couple good ones, but I don't know. But I also have a lot of sealed, so I keep a lot of my sealed sets. But I got this amazing deal in Virginia. I got like 5 Hoth battle packs for like $50.
5 what battle packs?
The Hoth Trooper.
Oh yeah.
So those are like sealed away. Like those will never be opened for like another like 20 years.
Training bread.
Those are I don't know how much those are worth. Those are worth a lot though, I think.
It says, Jay, I sent you a photo of the Django Microfighter. The pic I sent out no white. Tried it out with white this week. Didn't like it. Would having it be all light gray be that bad? I mean, I think it looks fine. Like, that's like it's definitely not bright white, the actual ship. So I think if just being light gray still looks good.
So I have an idea. You want to do? You know, I was thinking about this when I like first joined the stream, and I was like, if I get into the stream, maybe I should ask him.
What's up?
Should we favorite Star Wars movie?
You want to know my favorite Star Wars movie?
Yeah, like we can do worst and or how about thoughts on like the newest one?
Oh, I can talk about that all day. I hate that movie. Like, there's.
You didn't like it?
I didn't just not like it. I hated it. Like, that was just such an awful experience watching that film.
I think, well, I didn't like it either. There was 2 parts that I thought was okay.
Okay.
One of the parts was at the end when all the ships came. I just thought that scene looked cool.
I hated that.
That was my opinion. Actually, that was the only one. I didn't think it was that good. I was watching it when it first came out, and I was like, this thing has been hyped up for so long, and it wasn't even that good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I was texting some people after it, and they were like, was it good? I'm like, no, it was terrible.
That movie.
I like, my favorite Star Wars movie is either, I think it's either Rogue One or Solo.
Really?
I mean, just for those 2, I don't know. I just like the premise of it. I think it looks cool.
Rogue One is fun.
I think Rogue One's great.
Episode 4 is my favorite, obviously, because it's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I love Episode 4, don't get me wrong. It's like, I like those more. Like, I don't like Attack of the Clones at all. It pains me to watch it. But, I mean, just like when I used to watch it as a kid, the only, like, really big part I liked about it was, the Geonosis, because you see, like, the battle.
Yeah.
But, and, like, I think the only part that I actually like of the movie now is Dexter's Diner.
Yeah.
It's, like, the only good part of the whole movie.
Well, what do you know? I will say, the way these sections come together is pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I should not have this many greebling pieces left over, though. I don't think I should. Make sure I'm not missing something.
How many, this was like a curious question. How many episodes do you think until, oh my god, I'm having the biggest blank.
Are you talking about the Clone Wars?
Of your mock. I can't remember the name of your mock. I can't believe I'm...
Starkiller. Oh, how many
Yes,
more,
I'm so
like,
sorry.
updates?
I'm so sorry I forgot the name.
No,
I
that's
just had
fine.
a blank.
You're good.
How many episodes do you think you're gonna have until it's finished? Like, how many more?
Oh my, it's like a lot. a lot. I don't know. I don't even want to think about that because there's just so many. There's so many.
I mean, I've been like rewatching a lot of them because I sort of took a break from everything from like 2 months ago.
Uh-huh.
But I got back into it during this quarantine because I have nothing else to do. But then I also wanted to get back and build some mocks. But what you're doing, it's insane. Like, it's like a whole nother level of building.
I'm trying, man. It's rough.
It's amazing though. Like, it's like when you see it, say at a convention, it's amazing.
That's my goal.
I mean,
like, I want to just, for one, I want it to be one of the biggest Star Wars mocks ever, and it's definitely getting there.
It looks like it probably will be, but I'm hoping, because I have a friend in Texas who also goes to Virginia.
Okay.
So I might stay at his house and go to Brick Fiesta for a couple days.
Oh yeah, do it.
So, because I've always like seen it, and I really want to see that mock in person.
I'm trying to get as many people as possible to come down to Brick Fiesta.
I'm trying to get there. I'm pretty sure I can get there, because it's before Virginia, right? Or is it after?
It's the week before Virginia.
Okay, because I can definitely do that. But I wanted to go to Chicago, but that's probably not going to happen unless it might get pushed back, I feel like.
I feel you. Yeah, I think Chicago almost certainly will be
But
rescheduled.
I don't think Virginia's gonna get canceled. It's not going.
We have a lot of time for Virginia. Chicago, not so much. They're like 2 months apart almost.
But it's just hoping that this virus is just done soon. I mean, I live in one of the worst states, which is I live in New Jersey, so it's like we're on like full lockdown.
Oh dang!
We can't go anywhere. We can't do anything. It's terrible.
That does suck.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't know. Like we've had a lot of deaths here, but it's sad when you know people. Like my principal died of it, which was really sad.
Holy crap! I'm so sorry to hear that.
It's getting to us, which is like terrible because you think it's like bad, but until you know people that are actually like passing away, it's horrible.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
So on that note, I am done with bag 3 of the Star Destroyer. So pat on the back.
Bag 3. Woo-hoo.
Pat on the back. I know.
That's amazing. We should get an award.
I need an award. Yeah.
Best Lego builder in the world.
Yeah, then I'm going to go ahead and hang it up for this stream. It's been a good time with you guys. We saw some pretty good mocks. Like, that was actually really nice. So thanks to all of you who showed off some of your builds. I hope seeing some of your builds in my DM, Luke, so we'll see about that.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I just have to email my teacher after this.
Gotcha.
So I'll definitely send it to you tonight.
Shout out to Lord of Bricks, aka Nate, for hanging out. Appreciated that as well. And we got Bob Bricks.
Even with all my mic issues tonight, I got it figured out.
That's some dedication, man. You made a Walmart run to get another
Walmart
one.
For this stream. That's how dedicated he is to you.
That is some dedication.
More than you know.
I appreciate it, man. And thanks to Bob Bricks for coming on as well. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself.
I think I might give this a shot.
What are you gonna give a shot? Oh,
This thing, I'm gonna give it a build.
Hey, okay. I like that set. I got mine. Oh, I thought I had mine right here. Oh, it's right here.
I'll wait till my grandma goes to bed, and then I'll go back out there and fix some of those other bags up that I got.
Oh yeah. It's a good set. I like it.
Could be a quick build. Probably too easy to build, but it'll be alright.
It's a good ship. But thanks to everyone in the chat for hanging out. It was a good time. Thanks to all of you who contributed as well. Always appreciate that. And I'll be back again soon. I'm probably going to be doing 2 streams a week now because I can. And hopefully I can actually do a Star Killer stream soon once I figure out more how I can do that. Because the section I'm working on right now isn't really conducive to streaming. There's a lot of specific things I need to work on, and I just like to be able to concentrate on that. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Are you busy tomorrow?
What
you got planned for tomorrow? Come on now.
Well, I have to put out a Star Killer update, so I'll probably be working on that tonight and tomorrow. That's really the plan.
Yes.
And he's got to work on his stop motion too. So.
Oh yeah, I got a stop motion to work on as well. Also need to work on this other build that I'm doing.
That's the most important part.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to, man.
I know Bricktail Studios has been bugging you about that.
Yeah, we've talked about that. It's just a lot. Like, I think about, like, oh, maybe I can just do this, but I'm like, okay, I want to do this, and this with it, and like, oh, that's a big project. I don't know if I have time for that.
How long? It takes a lot to. So how long would like a 3-minute stop motion take you?
It could take per minute. And I've done like limited. I mean, I've done stop motions a lot, but like now I'm sure I'd do it better, which means more pictures, so it would take longer almost certainly. But like a minute worth of filming can take and just shooting, just taking the photos could take like anywhere from like an hour and a half, depending on what you're doing.
Oh my god, that's
so time consuming. It's a lot.
Now I see why you didn't really want to.
That's what I'm saying. Like I want to, but it's a lot. Like it's a lot. Like my schedule right now. I know, but so much of my time goes to YouTube and just building other things. Like if I didn't have just like Star Killer base looming over my head all the time, then like maybe I can just be like, oh yeah, I'll just work on this for a few days. But like I get up and I'm like, okay, I want to make a video. Like I try to get a video out every day, And if not, then I want to make sure I'm building something or streaming, which takes time. So there's just a lot. And when I'm not building or making videos, I'm designing something or behind the scenes trying to figure out how to build it. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
So it's a lot, but I mean I enjoy it. Like to have this many Lego related activities fill my time is a beautiful thing. I'd certainly never complain about it. So I like it.
I wouldn't either. I mean, it's great because everyone has so much time, so everyone can get so much stuff done. I've been sorting like crazy. Yesterday I spent, not even kidding, 8 hours sorting.
Oh my god.
3 bins, and I sorted them all, and there was so much Lego in it, and now my drawers are overfilled.
Oh
Are you
yeah.
trying to give me a heads up on what I got to do?
I can only
8
imagine,
hours?
dude.
If you have I have a couple gallon bins, probably 3, and they're really tall. And I sorted a whole one yesterday, and then 3 smaller ones, and I still have 2 more to do, which is gonna take so long.
I can't do that. I gotta work all day.
Yeah, it's very time consuming.
Oh, yeah.
But it's fun if you listen to music or you're on the phone with someone or you're talking in a group chat, which it makes it a lot better.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Because then you're not bored on your mind. You're just sitting there.
Right.
Well,
All right.
that's good, Jay.
What's up?
So we better let you go.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to let you go. Everyone's saying no, don't go. Don't stand by.
That's pretty much how this goes. But so one final goodbye. Take care, everyone. I'll be back again
See you,
very
Jay.
soon.
Bye,
Thanks for coming,
Jay.
guys.
Someone's staying up till 2:30 in England for you.
It's
I'm here, dude.
pretty much.